hello, hello. There it goes. Okay. What up, Duck? Good to see you. How you doing, Duck87? Hi, Twin. How you feeling? How's your Sunday going? And Logan says nothing much. Well, there actually is something I just remembered. Oh, wait till stream to say it. Yeah, dude. Well, stream's here. How's it going, Logan? Good to see you. How's your Sunday? It's simply a day. What up, dude? How you doing? How's your Sunday going? How's everybody feeling? Oh yeah, we're signing a bunch of CDs today. So about to do that right now. Dude, this is super random. Well, actually, Logan says I officially founded my label today. Hey, congrats, dude. That's sick. Heck yeah. What consists of you finding it officially? Like, what'd you have to do to officially find the label? Did you get like your LLC information or something, or did you make the website? Da, 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 da. And Epileptical is New Wave. What's up, dude? Elliptical. What's up, dude? Good to see you. How you doing? How's your Sunday going? Thanks for stopping by. And Logan, I bought the domain. Sick, dude. That's what's up. Congrats on buying the domain, dude. That's so sick, Logan. I'm happy for you, dude. Yeah, I know this label's been in the works for a minute now, so sick. Now pushing a prod right now. Hey, let's go, dude. Hey, Daniel.
New merch order from Daniel.
If you're watching, Daniel, let me know and I'll pack it right now. And Logan says, I gave my history teacher. Oh, you got the stickers and the teacher appreciation note? What'd they think of it? How would your teacher stoked on it? Were they like, heck yeah, dude? And oh my god, what am I doing? I need to open this. There we go. I'll move all these over here. I got all these tabs open. Got too many tabs. Okay, we're good. But somebody else says, yo, pretty good. Sunday went to my mom's to hang out a bit. Oh yeah, because it's Mother's Day. Now I'm back. A little bit of headache though. Sick. Did you do anything fun with your mom? And I'm sorry, you got a headache. You got to take some ibuprofen or something, dude. Yeah, my mom lives in another state. I just texted her Happy Mother's Day, and I was like, yo, Mom, I love you. So yeah. And yeah, Elliptical's working on music. Oh, sick. What kind of music, Elliptical? What kind of music do you make? Or music you've been working on lately, at least? But yeah, if you can't see what I'm doing, it's because I'm sighted CDs. I gotta move the camera. Or signing the inserts that go into the CDs. But Logan says, I love the Kaiju stickers. Oh, sick. Like the holographic ones, Logan? Or which ones? Dun, 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 dun. And somebody else says, watch an episode of Love on the Spectrum and help cook a little. Pretty chill time. That's the one where they, I mean, if I may, that's the one where I think everyone's like on the spectrum, right? Is it a good show? Is that something like your mom's into? That your mom's like, yo, I love Love on the Spectrum. My mom's a kind of a, like, Basketball Wives of Atlanta type of mom. But sick, and I bet you're helping cook, dude. You're always cooking something good, dude. You're always making the dankest food, dude. Every time. But yeah, what'd y'all cook? And Elliptical says, outsider / lo-fi house. Oh, sick. Heck yeah. Think cult member. Dope, dude. Yeah. Lo-fi house is hella dope. That's super sick. Yeah, I want to, I don't know, I feel like I'm going to enter like a proper house era at some point. Because low-key, I feel like I make more like danceable jazz than anything. And at some point, I think I'm going to, you know, maybe get into like proper house. That makes sense. But I kind of like my little like R&B danceable jazz stuff. So yeah, I don't know. One of these days, we'll see. That's super sick though, Elliptical. I'm glad to hear that you're making that. That sounds like a blast. And Logan says, bro, low-key, I forgot how to build a node or next or whatever it is. Go back to HTML, scroll these languages made of buzzwords. Yeah, Logan, it does get kind of wild. It's probably npm run build, dude. But yeah, they all have like their own wild build system. You can always look at the package.json. Oh, hey! Dude, Espinoza, thank you so much, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate your resubscribing. Hope you're doing good. I've been doing good, dude. Just, you know, hanging out. Same old, same old. Right now, I'm just signing some CDs. We go to the gym a bunch. So we're getting, you know, we're getting there. I didn't know the flex. It's already looking like, yeah, so you know what I'm saying? So yeah, how about you? How you been, Espinosa? It's good to see you. How's everything in the 562? But somebody on my bad, I skipped your message. Yep, and honestly, yes, I never watched it, like the Love on the Spectrum, but I can see why she liked it. People that they got on the show are super sweet. Oh yeah. Yeah, the little clips I see of it are like, oh, super nice. I think I saw one where you know, like they were both on the spectrum and like they were waiting for their food at a date, and the girl like brought out her Nintendo Switch and was like, yo, you trying to play Super Smash Brothers while we wait for our food? But I was like, yo, hell yeah, dude, that's so sick. So that was like super sweet. I was like, damn, she thought of everything. But and then somebody else said nothing crazy, just some burgers, fries, and some hot dogs. Dude, I haven't had a burger in a minute. I'm not gonna lie. I've always been eating my little like rice bowls at home. But Logan says, I also tried Veet Build, nothing. W Espinoza, yeah, I know, right? Espinoza is sick. Espinoza just working like crazy. Oh, I feel that. Dude, I mean, honestly, I'm working a lot too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, thankfully orders have ben really, really good for me lately. So I've been just doing a lot of orders, man. And it's been, you know, I feel like sometimes I'm like my own Amazon warehouse employee. Yeah, I mean, I have to burn down my own studio. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Skyer, good to see you, dude. How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Sunday, Skyer? How you been? How did didn't you do some like farmers market thing or something you were saying? How'd that go? And Logan says, Vercel gave me a 403 error on the deployment. I'm going back to caveman land of 8. I mean, honestly, dude, HTML is, I mean, vanilla JS isn't too bad. PHP, you know, watch out for PHP, man. The memes kind of are true. I'm not gonna lie to you. But and Logan says, better than 6'2" matcha drinking coding languages. Yeah, Lamau. Yeah. But when they work, it's dope. When they work, it is a good time. But yeah, we did definitely lose a lot of the ease of stuff of like HTML and PHP days. A lot of it is too because of security, dude, keeping it real with you. And like we just pushed more and more to the client. They make sense that they're so complicated, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. Depends on like what scale you're at too. But Vinny, dude, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you, Vinny. How you doing? How's your Sunday going? And hey, Mapachi, how you doing, dude? Good to see you again. What's up? How you been since last time? And Skyer says, good, yeah, that was Mother Day's flea market. Oh yeah, I remember. Now a proud owner of a 3DS and a set of harmonicas. Oh, you found a 3DS? Was it like, how expensive was it, Skyer? Because I know, you know, based on where you said you live, I wonder if like you were able to get a deal on it. Because I know 3DSs are so expensive now, but I wonder if you were like, yeah, Auntie, this is only worth $10. Wink, wink. Yeah, and the set of harmonicas is hella fun. You could play the harmonica solo on that one song of Discoholic. Oh, you've heard it, but there's like a song on Discoholics Anonymous where there's like a good harmonica solo at the very end. If you could try to learn that, that'd be super dope. And Sir Keenan, dude, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. How you doing? Do you like Eddie Hazel? That sounds familiar. I don't want to. Let me double check who Eddie Hazel is. Aren't they like a guitarist? I know there's like Eddie Van Halen, obviously, but Eddie Hazel. I knew there was a guitarist. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Who did they play with? Parliament. Oh yeah, of course, dude. Of course. That's why I knew they sounded familiar. Yeah, I think I watched a Parliament documentary once. Yeah, Sir Keenan, Parliament's dope. So yes, I love it, Eddie Hazel. Well, at least I love his work in what's it called? Parliament, that's for sure. How about you? What's your feelings about Eddie Hazel, Sir Keenan? But Logan says, low-key, I'm tired of using these builders like lead pages. Honestly, I use lead pages a lot. I work both services and production at my church, which is low-key fun, an excuse to be tired. I feel that, Logan. But honestly, yeah, low-key, using a page builder is good. Just make sure that the performance is good. Because like Squarespace, if you look into it, dude, Squarespace is like, a Squarespace website's like 4 megabytes. Just to be like, hello world. Because like they'll like download a whole bunch of like JavaScript BS just for no reason. It's really weird. I even like went to customer support and asked them about it, and they were like, no, you're not changing that. Hey,
6
Subideo!
months.
Thank
Torch
you.
24 Groovy Kaiju.
Hey, Torch 24 Groovy Kaiju. Dude, thank you so much for the video. I appreciate you. I'm glad we're putting that prime to use, dog. But Skyer says the 3DS was $250, but it came with a copy of Smash Bros. And Pokemon X. Currently in the process of jailbreaking it. Dude, that's gonna be sick, dude. Yeah, a jailbreaking 3DS is like kind of top tier. That's not bad. I mean, worst case scenario, I don't know about you, Skyer, but I'd probably just flip the Smash and Pokemon X on eBay. You probably get like half the money back, and then now you have a jailbroken 3DS and just re-download the games. If you don't want to like, own the copies, but yeah, that's how I would do it. I know, but I'm kind of in this spot too, where because I have so much like shipping infrastructure, I'm like sell everything on eBay. But then he says, I'm doing all right. There will be a better day, but how are you? I remember seeing the first ever ad for the album on Instagram, and ever since then I've been a fan. Hey, thank you, Vinny. Well, first, thanks for taking the time to look up my music on Instagram and like stopping, to check out what I was talking about when I popped up on your feed. But I'm glad to hear that, you're looking forward to the future. You got better days going on, and yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, just hanging out. I'm signing CDs right now. I guess, yeah, I just got because I have these little like inserts, you know what I mean? So I just like put them in the CD. So I'm just signing them one at a time, and yeah. Other than that, I don't know. I've been chilling. I went on a walk this morning. Ate my oatmeal and eggs and a banana. So yeah, I'm pretty chilling, dude. I made a strawberry, banana, blueberry ice cream last night, so it'll be ready tonight. So I'm super excited to see how that tastes. I think it's gonna taste amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, I'm doing good. I can't complain, honestly. Got to hang out with some friends over the weekend. That was really cool. That was a good old time. But Logan says, if only Node Coder Expert will play Ready Mag, that's better than Framer, but I'm gonna just use Framer. Yeah, Framer with all the MF and yeah, I know what you're talking about. Framer's like the animation library, right? I remember I had to like use it like very briefly once. I forgot. I think it was probably for my last job I worked, for the last tech job. We were using Framer for like some animations here and there. But yeah, Skyer says, yeah, definitely plan to resell the games. Okay, sick, dude. That's gonna be what's up. Heck yeah. Yeah, because once you have a jailbroken, that's the thing too, is I've always been like big on like, only the Game Boy Color was one that I liked collecting for, even though you can get a flash cart, like individual games, but otherwise I usually just get I usually just want the console itself, and then I'll like jailbreak it and call it there. I'm still kind of sad they never did they ever get a cold, I mean, you probably know, Sky, did they ever get a cold boot on the, a cold boot exploit? Oh my god, cold boot exploit on the Switch 1? Because I had a Switch 1 for the longest time, and eventually I was like, I just gave up hope on ever making a cold boot exploit for it. Because I don't know. I'm like, why do I have the RCMG? But some video says, ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, dude, I'm so excited. I mean, I'll tell you on Tuesday some video how good it came out. Essentially, at this point, I've been moving away from just doing like little chocolate ice cream to like essentially making like smoothies into ice cream. But of course, like I'm using like, stevia sweetener and just milk. So at this, and I think I use allulose. So it's like a bunch of zero sugar sweeteners plus all the fruit. So the only actual sugar is from the fruit. So it's like, yeah, it's like a little, essentially I'm just eating a bowl of fruit and milk. So it's like all the ingredients. Everything else is 0 calories, 0 sugar. So yeah, it's honestly been pretty sick. But it's ice cream, so it's like super mega dank. Yeah, I was doing just blueberry ice cream, which came out pretty good, but then you get all like the blueberry bits, which is kind of good. You want that because that's all the fiber. You know what I mean? So then essentially you're eating fiber in your ice cream, which is like, heck yeah. And then I recently found out you can get like frozen strawberry slices. So blueberry strawberry ice cream is really good. And now I'm adding banana, so I'm like, okay, now I'm hitting the final form of a fruit smoothie ice cream. But Vinny says, hell yeah, I gotta get back to work, but I thrive in being in the position that you are in. Vibes are immaculate, please keep it up. Much love, most def. Hey, much love to you too as well, Vinny. And yeah, dude, enjoy the rest of your work. And yeah, dude, keep thriving, dude. I mean, like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, this took me a long time. So, you know what I mean? Just one step at a time, put one foot in front of the other. And like, yeah, man, I think anyone can have this if you're down to put in the time and energy, I mean. So yeah, I'm glad to hear the vibes are immaculate. And thank you, dude. I'll definitely keep it up. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah. And Logan says, nah, I think the animation when you're talking about is lots of files, but Framer has integration with that. Oh, what does Framer do again then, Logan? Is it like, I know it's some, it has some, it's on the front end. I know it has some, was it like with layouts? Or is it like a CSS thingy? Is it like a CSS tool? Is it one of those design tools that like output CSS? And Elliptical says, okay, bye-bye. Bye, Elliptical. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you hanging out. And Logan said it's a website builder. Oh, wow, I was way off. Okay, my bad. I'm gonna check real quick if there is an animation library called Framer, because I could have sworn I'd seen that before. Yeah, I guess what's the title of the stream? Mother's Day stories? I'm trying to think of any. I'm sure I have. I have a lot, but I don't know how I'm trying to find this animation library. Oh, Lamau. It's called Framer Motion. If you look up Framer Motion on MFN GitHub, dude, yeah, it's like totally a React animation library. So there's a website builder called Framer, and there's like a whole other thing about. That's funny. Or I guess it's called Motion, but it's built off of Framer. I don't know. There's some goofy thing. Yeah, and the package is called Framer Motion. Because they just recently changed the name. Okay, I wrote code before. I knew what I was talking about a little bit. It's just, yeah. But Logan says, like Squarespace lead pages, but more for just regular people and not like 4 gigabytes. Oh, sick. Heck yeah. And hey, Carswell, dude, good to see you. Sending good vibes your way, my dude. Hope it's all well. Thank you, dude. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing all right. Dude, you've been crushing it too. I've been seeing you go to all the shows and everything. And I'm still listening to your tunes all the time, dude. I still have you in my, I call it lo-fi rock playlist. Dude, but yeah, all's well on my end, thankfully. How about you, Carswell? How you been? You got a second if you're still chilling. And Logan says, I've heard of it, never used it though. Yeah, I only had to use it for that last job I was working, Logan. Yeah, so we were doing like some little funny animation stuff. It was like pretty much like a ChatGPT wrapper, I'm not gonna lie. But except they had like their own special sauce because they had like data and stuff. They had data. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, well, I'm trying to think of a good story about my mom. Honestly, it's kind of funny, but a lot of the stories of my mom. Well, I mean, my mom was one of the people that, for my youngest brother, my mom didn't know she was pregnant, so she was like, I think 8 months pregnant. So, thankfully, my brother came out fine, but she was still like partying and stuff like that. It's like one day she was like, something that doesn't feel right. She went to the doctor. They're like, oh, you're like 8 months pregnant. She was like, what? So yeah. So my big brother Jaden like came out of nowhere. And she was like still smoking and everything. But no, he came out fine though. And he's smart as hell too. But yeah, my mom didn't know she was pregnant for the longest time. And what's funny too, I don't know why my mom asked me how to like, what's it called? Every single one of my siblings, my mom always would ask like my opinion on their names. I wanted to name my big brother Jaden Ivan. My mom was like, the fuck I'm like, Ivan? And I was like, why not? I forgot why I thought the name Ivan would be good. But then she was like, named him Jaden, and now it's like the most popular Gen Z name of all time, right? Or something like that. I think so. But yeah. It's also funny too, because all my siblings' names, it's so I'm the first one, I'm Aaron, and then it was like Jordan, Jasmine, Jaden, so I'm the only one that doesn't match the rest. So it's kind of funny. But like Carswell said, been great, just got back home from a 15-day tour. Oh yeah, dude, I had a feeling, because I was like watching, I watch all your stories, and I'm like, damn, you were like going to hella shows, so you were on tour. Now it makes a lot of sense. That's sick, dude, congrats on going on tour. Went to Toronto for the first time and had poutine. Dude, yeah, poutine is so good. I've been to Toronto twice, because Indie Advent, they run Utopia District from like the Vaporwave scene. They live in Toronto, so I've visited them a couple times. And Toronto, I love Toronto. I love Toronto so much. that's still like low key. There was like a hot second where I was like, I want to move to Toronto, and my plan was to get a job at Shopify and then see if they'd pay for a visa for me to move out there. But then, you know, the tech industry took a dump. So like there's like, you know, very hard to get a tech job these days. So I was like, dang, but I really wanted to move to Toronto at some point. I still do, dude. Like if I just, you know, happen to be chilling and like the opportunity arises, I'm moving to Toronto, dude. I love it out there. I don't know about you, but I loved it out there. Every time I go, it's like, this is the coolest place. Yeah, Cars, well, that's so beautiful. The waterfront is incredible. Yeah, dude, it really is, dude. People sleep on Toronto. And I think I had poutine once. It is super sinful. I thought poutine was okay. To me, the Caribbean food out there is crazy. Like, you know, because there's like a high population of people from like Caribbean countries for some reason out there, you know what I mean? So like, I don't know if you had like jerk chicken while you're out there. It's like crazy good. That's why they all have like the Jamaican accents, like the, what's up, Prody? Like the really weird, like half European, half like Jamaican accent that people have sometimes. You're cheesing, fam. You know what I mean? The Drake accent. But yeah, 2 2s to my word, fam. Yeah, 2 2s to my word, fam. Yeah. Yeah, I can't even do the accent that good. It's just so weird. Yeah, Toronto's super sick. Hey, David.
New merch order from David.
Thank you, David. If you're watching, let me know. I'll pack it right now, dude. I'm just signing CDs right now, so yeah, let me know. Do you have any other stories about my mom? Not really, dude. Because I mean, honestly, I'll just tell it. I mean, if you're eating something right now, I'm sorry, but I remember once. This is like I don't know why it's my go-to story. It's so bad, but for some reason, my mom, when she gets sick, she's like, I'm sorry if you're watching this, Mom, but she gets super overdramatic. Like she'll have a slight cold and be like, I'm gonna die today. I love you, son. You'll never see me again. Like she'll get like the smallest cold and just be in bed. I'm dying. You know what I mean? So I remember one time I like came back from college to go visit my mom, and she made me and my girlfriend at the time like a bunch of food so we could eat. What's up, Cherry Cola? Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good Sunday. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday going? But yeah. So my mom, she made me and my girlfriend at the time a bunch of food, and we were just catching up, and she just started telling me a story like, oh yeah, like, you know, about a couple weeks ago, I got super sick, which me and my mom probably had like a slight cold. She's like, I got super sick, and she's like, I got like the flu or something, and like, as I'm eating food, she was like, yeah, I was so sick that like at some point I couldn't even get to go to the bathroom, so I just shit it. I just shit all over my bed. Your dad had to clean it up. And I was like, Jesus Christ, Mom. Why are you telling me this? You know what I mean? I know. Oh no. That was like my dad. No, it was like my poor dad. I was like, God damn, dude. Yeah. I was like, Mom, no. So yeah, happy Mother's Day. That's the story I usually... I'm not telling everyone in the world that's what my mom does, but it's not like she does that on the regular, but it was just that one time. And I was like, as I was eating like a bunch of food, I was like, and she was like describing how it came out and everything. And I was like, Mom, no, I don't need to know this. You know what I mean? So yeah. But J. Cole says, be on a call with some friends for some hours. I was sick. Heck yeah, that's what's up. And oh goodness, yeah, he was crazy. He said, oh no. Yeah. Like looking back on it, it was pretty funny, but at the same time, I'm like, damn. Yeah, there's another time I was sitting, I mean, this is more about my sister than my mom. Actually, my sister and my brother. Is, another, because it's Mother's Day. Another story is, I remember my mom was driving us to Walmart. It was like me, my little sister, and my little brother. And my little sister and my little sister brother were like arguing about something. But, I think my mom, you know, have you ever heard of Knott's Berry Farm? So like in SoCal, there's like it's kind of like Disneyland, but like there's another one called Knott's Berry Farm. And my little sister was like, Mom, you take all my siblings to Knott's Berry Farm. Why don't you ever take me? And My mom was like, yeah, I did. I took you so many times. You have pictures of the house. And she was like, oh. And my little brother in the back was like, it's because your big ass forehead blocked the memory. And I started crying, laughing. I was like, damn. And my mom was like, Jordan, no, you can't say that. I was dying. I felt so bad. But just the idea of like because my sister does kind of have a big forehead. I mean, I kind of have a big, I mean, not all of us do, but she kind of got the, like, not as big as Rihanna, but she got the Rihanna a little bit, you know what I mean? And what's it called? Just the idea that your forehead is so big that like memories just get stuck in there. You know what I mean? So yeah. But Rampage, hey, what's up? What's up, Rampage? Good to see you. How you doing? How's your Sunday? How's your Mother's Day, dude? But yeah, I can't think of any of the like stories of my mom that did anything funny. Cause my mom and I would just be chilling. My mom and I have a very kind of just normal, like, hey, what's up kind of relationship, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I think she's moving pretty soon. And Rampage says, chilling, got a haircut, called my mom up to make sure she's good. Yes, I feel you on that. Yeah, I gotta call my mom a little bit too. I mean, I already texted her just because, like, as soon as it hit midnight, I was like, let me text her now before I forget. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, I probably should. I'm gonna make a reminder for that, actually. Because she actually just got another phone too, so there was like a hot second where she was like, you can't call me, my phone's broken. So, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Rampage. I appreciate the reminder, actually. But yeah. But that's all I can think of like mom stories. But yeah, otherwise, the only thing I've been doing is I'm trying to think what happened since Tuesday. I mean, I can't talk about it too much, but I did my first, well, not my first, but I did an astrology consultation for somebody, so that was really cool. The only thing I will say is they were also musicians, so I could be like, hey, I know both sides of this. I know how to like both do the stars and the Spotify will let you release at midnight, so let's like work around that, you know what I mean, type of deal. So that was really cool. And then other than that, going to the gym, of course, and I hung out with some friends on Friday. We all just like hung out. It was really cool. So I've been trying to like, you know, I don't have like, I'm broke right now. Like I got no money. So what was cool though is I've been finding cool little ways to hang out with the homies and like only spend like $10. I'm like kind of amazed that I'll be able to be like, you know what? I'll do this. Like I never thought of this, but I mean, I don't know, this is probably so brutal, but just one of my little like, I'm broke hacks, but I still want to hang out with my friends is I've been going to restaurants and stuff, and I'll like purposely eat before we hang out, like a bunch of food. And when someone's like, oh, I'm hungry, I'm like, yeah, I can go for something, even though I'm not that hungry. And I'll just get like whatever the cheapest thing on the menu is. And that way it's like you still ate food together. It's just, well, you know, I'm not that hungry. And you go home, eat more food. I don't know, it's been working out for me pretty well. So I ended up getting like a little like, literally I spent, it was still kind of expensive because I was like, bro, what? But I spent, it was like a little appetizer, but it was like air fryer cauliflower, but it was like an actual diner. It was like actually a really nice place. But it was like cauliflower, some lettuce, and like pomegranates. I was like, okay, sounds like something. You know what I mean? And I got it. It was good, but it literally was just cauliflower, pomegranate seeds, and arugula. You know what I mean? So I was like, I don't know who thought this. You know what I mean? Who thought of this? But it was a nice little snack. And yeah. Yeah, so I got to hang out like all day. I only spent like $10. And I'm like, dude, this is amazing. In LA, like this, you just can't do that. Because even in LA, they'll be like, you can only be here for like an hour before we have to kick you out to cycle in new people. So yeah. Dude, that was really cool. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I've just been chilling, dude. Let me see if there's anything else I've been doing. Oh, I've been like, I've been going on walks and stuff too. That's really cool. Should do like every morning, but this time like, I found out there's like a cool little lake next to me where you can like go fishing and stuff. So I've been going there and hanging out, and it's been cool, dude. I just like throw in like a podcast, and I'm like, it's like right next to my house, so like walk for a whole hour, and like for some reason I keep going on days where like there's sunset. So I like pretty much was like think about like what am I gonna do next for Groovy Kaiju? Because there's a guy named there's a YouTube channel called Speed, and I guess like I don't know how true. I mean, it's a YouTube guy, and I assume he was right. But I guess going on like walks actually like puts your brain into like a certain creative mode. So if you're like a creative person, going on walks actually helps a lot. Like long walks. It's like if you like walk for an hour, like I think like after like 45 minutes, your brain goes into like a whole different mode where you can like brainstorm way better. So yeah. And hey, okay, dude, it's been a minute. How you been? Yeah, I've been pretty good, dude. Thanks for stopping by. How's your Mother's Day, dude? Tell your I think y'all are married, right? Tell your wife I say Happy Mother's Day. I hope you're doing good. How are you doing, dude? On top of that, I guess how's the whole family doing? Well, Hydra, I got you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Yes, sir. Wife stuck with me for over 10 years. Oh, sick. Heck yeah, dude. That's so beautiful, man. That's sick. Heck yeah. Do you have, actually, okay, while you're here, do you have any, what's your tips for a successful 10-year-long marriage? And AOK says, we're doing lovely. How about you? And Happy Mother's Day to your lovely mom. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I'll let her know you say that. So I'm gonna call her after the stream probably. Yeah, thank you, dude. But yeah, I've been doing good. I've just been working out a lot. I've been hanging out here and there, just working on, working on music, working on a new album. So I've been doing that a lot, and it's really cool. Oh yeah, duh, I should say that. Say yes and preserve your mental health. Oh, Lamal, for the wife tips, yeah. Just say yes and preserve your mental health. I feel you on that. Cool. Keep that in mind, dude. Thank you. But yeah, I've been working on Monster Tape 1, so the follow-up to Monster Tape 0, the one that I'm like always popping on people's feeds for. So yeah, there's only like I didn't this week I didn't get to work on it much because I mean Superchat already knows, but I'm gonna make it so everyone in the Monster Kingdom now will have their name on the next album. So pretty much in the Kaiju Club, I'm like I just wrote up a whole thing this weekend, or I guess yeah, this weekend. That was like, hey, do you want your name on the album? Here's how you can get your name on the album. You gotta join the Monster Kingdom, but here's like ways to make it easier so you don't have to subscribe. So yeah, so I made a whole, a thing called the Battle Pass, so people can like just pay once and essentially get it for the rest of the year, and that way they can get their name on the album. But you have to pay for it all up front, you know what I mean? But yeah, you'll see. But AOK says, "Oh, new album, can't wait." I know, dude. It's honestly, AOK says, "Oh, damn, that's phenomenal credibility." Yeah, I know, right? I mean, I hope so. I hope people are super stoked on it, because we'll see. I'm also curious to see like how many people are interested, because like I mean, keeping it real, I've shipped over like 20,000 copies of Monster Tape 0, so I'm like, in theory, if things go as they should, Monster Tape 1 should hopefully hit a similar milestone. So it's like that'd be a lot of people to be like, "Oh shit, my name's on the album." You know what I mean? But yeah, it's coming together really good. Like I think I might have worked on it a little bit, but yeah, I just have, I think I mentioned this last time, but 3 songs I just have to just record like little improv on it, little like mixer improv, and then 1 song needs like I think drums and mixing. 1 song just needs mixing and mastering. So it's like I'll probably be done by the end of this week. Next week it'll be like all the files are done, so it's just waiting for making all the design files, and yeah. So I'm hoping to have all the orders in with the manufacturers by probably by June 1st. So that's exciting, which is exactly what we need, because then I'll get them back beginning of September. Then I can take all the photos and then drop the album. But AOK says, I've been slacking on music as far as dabbling in FL. Still practicing with the turntable still. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I still see you. I see you from time to time, you know, on the turntables. That's what's up. But yeah, dude. I'm in terms of like slacking on FL, dude. Music comes and goes. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't force it. You know what I mean? Just you know what I mean? Just let it come to you when it's coming to you. Because whenever I try to like force myself to do music, I tend to like dread it. But okay, says, oh man, will your new song be featured on Spotify or YouTube? Actually, it's gonna be just like Monster Tape Zero. It's gonna be like I made it just for people who like, yeah, I mean, in the Kaiju Club or like supporting. So it's gonna be free again. It's just, yeah, I mean, you just gotta pay the shipping. So the same deal, but it won't be on streaming services. But you can always upload it to your own streaming services. Like Spotify lets you like download the files. So yeah. See, I want the whole Monster Tape series to be like for all the real ones. But the album after Monster Tape 1, so I guess the one I'm dropping next year. I guess technically I might drop 2 next year, which is instrumentals and vaporwave versions, and then I think the year after that we'll probably do like the Spotify album, kind of like Room of the Galaxy, except we called Legends of the Empire. So yeah. And okay, so hey, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. That's cool. You got bubbles. Got a bubbles emote. Oh, but super random thing I want to bring up. I don't know, literally, I've never had my Instagram feed taken over by one person so much in my life. But have y'all heard of the CIA guy? Like he's a whistleblower and like he's going viral right now. What's his name? John Curacao. Y'all ever heard of that dude? But the AOK says, I got shit on my phone. I've had my phone for about a year and a half. Mostly instrumentals. That's the damn fire album title. Thank you, AOK. Yeah. And AOK says, nope, I haven't yet. All right, so my Instagram feed is just like clips of this dude. Oh, real quick, just know, hey Noah, dude, good to see you. Love your energy and seeing your growth. It's an honor to watch. Much love. Hey, much love to you too, dude. Thanks for like, you know, following along with me, growing and putting my energy out there and stuff. I appreciate it. Yeah, dude, I hope you're having a good day, Noah. Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday if you're chilling for a little bit? And Rampage says, no, we'll look him up. John, yeah, I don't know how to say it. It's like John Curacao. It's just, I'm getting his Instagram reels, or people are making Instagram reels from his interviews. But yeah, you spell it Kiriakou. Just like if you look up John CIA whistleblower, I'm sure you're gonna see him pop up on YouTube or something. But I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Noah. And Butter, dude, Butter. How you doing? Yeet. How you doing? Good to see you, Butter. But pretty much, this dude, his reels keep popping up, like literally like every other reels, this dude. Because they're so, I like all of them because they're so funny. But he just has a bunch of like CIA stories, which I'm not like the kind of guy like, ooh, wow, CIA secret agent, ooh. Like I've never, that's not like a thing I'm like, you're so cool. But it's just the stories he tells are like ridiculous. And I was like, these have to be fake. Some of them are like so ridiculous, like they have to be fake. But like, I actually found like, so he's a whistleblower. So you don't go to like federal prison. And I found like FBI.gov where they were like, hey, in 2008, we took John and we charged him and yada, yada, yada. So it's like, I think he's not lying, dude. You know what I mean? But Butter says, so bored, I feel like snacking. I feel you. Hey, get some popcorn, dude. Popcorn's like a really good snack. Low calorie and like, it fills me up usually. If you got popcorn, dude, make some popcorn. But anyways, what I'm loving about all the John CIA guy reels is that like, I swear like every other story he tells is like, yeah, so we're in the CIA. We had to pretend like we were gay to like do some special things. All the stories are just like people assuming that he's gay or he has to do something to like pretend like he's gay to do some other thing. Like, it's just so random. Like, you'll tell stories of like, yeah, you know, we're having like a secret meeting in this hotel room and someone knocked on the door. So our first instinct was to take our clothes off and get into bed together. And when they walk in, they're like, hey, like, what? Oh my God, we're so sorry. Yeah. So it's like, why are all the stories that you have of being in CIA just you being gay with other men? Which is cool. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it's just like, it's just funny. That's like their go-to, like, oh, we gotta be secret. Let's just be gay. You know what I mean? Jerry Cole says, what? I know, it's so random. It's so random. Okay, says, oh, so he's a former CIA agent where I guess he spills the tea about the government, etc. Yeah, he does. But there's just some of the stories he tells are just like ridiculously funny. They're just like dumb. Like it's just like, how did you get in that situation, dude? So yeah, Dark Ray, yo, what up, Dark Ray? Good to see you. How you doing? How's your Sunday? And yo, Hayes, dude, what's up, Hayes? How you doing, dude? How's your Sunday, dude? Who do you skate with? I saw like the skate that you were doing a little bit. What's funny is I think one of the persons you were like made a video with, I saw them once just randomly, and they were hella cool. I think it was one of the like girl skaters. I think you did a video with. Maybe I might be tripping, but yeah, I remember once I ran into them at a skate park, and they were all listening to Prince, and I was like, "Yo, this is sick." But yeah, so the CIA guy. Well, now he's stuck on my algorithm. Thanks for it. Yeah, because they're all listening to our phones. They're all listening. And the CIA, dude, they're all listening to our phones. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, honestly, like, and it's funny too because people edit it because like he'll just say the most dramatic stuff, and they'll do like make his voice all high pitched, and like whenever he says something crazy, they'll like slow it down. So yeah. And Hayes says, Maddie, honestly, I didn't get their name. Like we just skated at the same skate park together, and we had like little small interactions. But I was never like, hey, my name's Aaron. What's yours? You know what I mean? But I just seen them around like a park. They were over in you know, the new park in Phoenix? Not in Phoenix, but it's just like it's a really small, it's like the newest one. I want to say it's over by what's it called? Goodyear. Like it's on that side of town. But yeah. Oh, and Oscar the Mad Money. I think it was that one, Hayes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it was that video. It was a while back. Like it wasn't like you just dropped it, but I remember watching it and be like, I think I know them. But CXG, what's up, dude? Good to see you. How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Sunday? It's Shenanigans. Oh my God, I miss you so much. How you doing, Shenanigans? How you feeling? I saw you've been crushing it, Shenanigans. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been seeing all the stuff you've been. Aren't you like your Mafia partner, right? How's that going? And I miss you too. No, for real. I miss you. I miss you so much. I'm not gonna lie. I miss everyone, and I am. Oh, I'm glad to hear. Yeah, because when I saw you, I was like, let's go, get in partnerships, let's go. And OK says fascinating stuff, but I will venture more about him in my spare time. Sick. I'm glad to hear it, A-OK. Yeah, like one of my favorite stories from the CIA guys, he was like, you know, he would like get calls at like 3 in the morning, like, hey, meet us here at this time, and then I'll end up just having to like sleep in a garbage dumpster for 3 hours, waiting for someone to just throw a backpack of documents in, and he'd come home and his wife would be like, so what's her name? Who are you cheating on me with? And he'd be like, do I really smell like I've been cheating on you? I've been sitting in a garbage dumpster for the past 3 hours. It's just like, how do you get that situation, dude? You know what I mean? It's just so random. But shit, like it says, it's good, just waiting for early access now for Lofty. Okay, sick. I'm glad to hear it's going good. Yeah, I'm excited to see like when it's out, like all the stuff you're gonna make for it. And then Shenanigans says, I tell you, I miss having company that understands the grind. That's what, honestly, I know exactly what you mean, because same. Because same. Because exact same. And like, yeah. And Shenanigans says, talking to you at Denny's and the others was so energizing. People on the same wavelengths. And like, bro, okay, fine, you do you, but don't do me. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially on the same wavelength thing, because I feel you on that. Like dim my shine. Yeah, I know. Don't dim my shine. Okay, so you're saying. Yeah, I feel you on that. Because yeah, I feel you. Because even the thing about like the grind TM trademark, I'm just making a joke, but even like you can meet other people that are like doing like this kind of thing, and like some of them, they do got that little like natural charisma luck thing going on for them, so like they know how to just like play the algorithm and like, you know what I mean, but they don't necessarily like grind for it. Whereas like some people, like they'll have like a smaller audience, but they like grind way harder, but so you end up getting to the same place. It's just one is less grind but more like has it, they both have their pros and cons. Like there's not a right path, but yeah. So to your point, Shenanigans, it is nice that we were able to talk. It was like, we're on the same grind. You know what I mean? So yeah. But AOK says, I'm happy to catch you tonight. Let me, brother wifey, wish her a good night. Hey, heck yeah, dude. Brother Aaron, always pleasure to see you. Always pleasure to see you too, AOK. Keep doing your thing as well. And yeah, dude, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoy rest of your night. And hey, I got you on the stretch. It's always awesome to see you, dude. I appreciate you. Ooh, I need to stretch actually. I did that actually just before I started streaming, but I didn't stretch my upper body. And Shenanigans, I feel that. Yeah, exactly. Especially like, like living in LA, like some people like moved to LA. I mean, oh shit, I hope I didn't dox you. Well, I mean, we met out there. So who knows if you live out there? We just happened to meet out there. I don't know. It's just like some people like go viral and then move to LA because of it. So then it's like a whole, like, you meet like a whole different crowd of people than like people that are just trying to like, that are from out there. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say, of course. You know. Who was it says, I went on a wild adventure, but I got to get my laptop first to tell it. Okay, sick. I'm excited to hear the story. Who is it? Thanks for stopping by. Hope your Sunday's going good. Yeah, I get it. But also Shenanigans, there's like, keeping it real, like moving to Arizona too, there's like not many people out here doing like what I'm doing, like period. You know what I mean? There's actually surprisingly a lot of e-commerce people out here. But I don't know any of them. But like, other than that, like, yeah, for the most part, all the homies out here tend to, they just be chilling. Because they don't gotta like, keeping it, not to be rude to all my fellow Arizonians, but when your rent's not $2 billion a month, you get to chill a little bit. You know what I mean? So yeah, when gas isn't $6 and your rent's not $2 billion, you can still enjoy your life a little bit. Shenanigans, no, for real. You gotta have your back up to the wall. Yeah, exactly. And you can even just, again, not to make fun of my Arizonians, but even just like going to the store, like you can see people there just aren't like, they don't got LA brand. They don't got like 24/7 grind hustle. You know what I mean? Which honestly is a good thing, because I think people out here are a lot more like comfortable and happy, just in general. Like people can low-key still enjoy their life a little bit out here. Pushing again says, put a fire on your butt, walk with conviction. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, in LA, if you're walking somewhere, it's because you have somewhere to be at all times. I think we just play laid back really well. I think we all just pretend that we're laid back. I think it's more of a cultural thing than like how we actually feel. And Shenanigan says, I don't have happiness in staying stagnant though. It's physically uncomfortable for me. I feel you on that, yeah. Yeah, it's one thing I'm trying to, I feel like there is something there. But if it's not others, that's cool. I just miss having others who get it too. Yeah, no, I feel you on that, Shenanigans. Yeah, I'm similar, but I've been trying to, I don't think that's good though. I don't think that's a good quality. I think for us. Because one thing I've been trying to like, I've been forcing myself to go on walks and stuff and take times to like stop. I don't know. And I found that, I don't know, sometimes I feel like, what am I trying to say? Like I feel like there's a trauma there. I'm not gonna lie to you, Shenanigans. I think it's a trauma response that we both have. But let me not project onto you. But at least for me, that's what I've been discovering about myself. But I think I'm starting to get better at it. Like even with like the whole like what's it called? The whole like Monster Zero thing I'm doing. I hit a point where I'm like, you know what? I don't have to like constantly be doing a billion times better than last year. Maybe I'm okay where I am. Maybe I'm here at this point in time because I'm supposed to be here. You know what I mean? I don't know. I also got real woo-woo, I'm not gonna lie to you. But Shenanigan says, it's okay to stop, I think. I'm at the place where I can stop, but I'm not there yet, you know? Yeah, I feel you on that, yeah. I feel you on that. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, it took a whole, keeping it real, it took my whole Saturn return to get there, I think. I think I had to go through all that, and then now I'm finally like, okay. Shenanigan says, like, unless two people got 2 million in their retirement, I'm not set, Lamau. But that's not to say you can't find joy in the little things. I think that's different. That's true. That's true. I think what helped me a lot on that exact point, Shenanigans. I was actually thinking about this earlier too. I was talking to my buddy Tanya, and I was like worried about certain like, you know, similar stuff like that, Shenanigans, of like, oh no, but like, what about the future? What about the future? And I had to stop, and I was like, you know what? Like 5 years ago, if I could go back and tell little me, you're gonna be doing this, 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 and this, they'd be like, yo, you're so cool in the future. So I like thought to myself like, well, what's 40-year-old version of me gonna look like? And I was like, I bet 30-year-old version of me is gonna be like, yo, 40-year-old me is so sick. You know what I mean? And I like kind of like, I trust that as long as I live my life today to the best of my ability, I don't think future me is gonna regret who I was in the past. And if anything, future me is gonna be way doper than I am now. So future me can figure it out. You know what I mean? Like if 30-year-old me could figure out everything that happened 20-year-old me couldn't, then I assume 40-year-old me could figure out whatever I can't right now as 30-year-old me. Am I making sense? I hope so. So I've learned to like trust in myself in the future, or future me, if that makes sense. Because I've consistently shown myself throughout time that I can improve and solve my problems of tomorrow as they're presented to me. So maybe I don't have to constantly nonstop try to make future me's life easier, because maybe future me doesn't need the help. You know what I mean? Maybe future me is so fucking dope, doesn't even need the help. Shenanigan says, I feel that. I just also think at some point the price has to be paid. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. And so why not? Well, I'm energy. I'm like my parents' age. I think it's because I see my parents and all the other people in my life who literally can't slow down and they have no choice. Yeah. No, I feel you on that, Shenanigans. And Shenanigans, I have a choice today to choose now or later, you know? I feel you on that. And here's the thing. I agree. And here, I don't know, maybe this is where I'm not like, this isn't a cop-out, but I think it's about balance. And I think that's what I think the core of the problem is a lack of balance between the two. Because they're like opposing ideas, right? Of like, go wild right now and like never stress in the future. Because like, I mean, yeah, not to, hope it's not brutal to say, but the example you gave of your parents, like stress out right now because I don't want to be like that when I'm older and stressed out. And I'm saying like, on the opposite end, like it's okay. I think it's about, you know, you have to find balance between the two. So I think, cause I'm sure future you would be like, why did I do that to myself to pass me? You know, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think of myself now as like 3 separate versions. Like me 10 years ago, me right now, and then me 10 years from now. And if we all sat down at a table together and had a conversation, I'm like, what would future me say to me now? And then what would I say to past me? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's kind of like Kingdom Hearts, you know, in Organization 13. I'm all sitting in those big ass chairs, like all the versions of myself. Just like Xehanort. Like, all the conversation. You know what I mean? Shit, I guess I do the same thing. Okay, cool. You feel me on that. I'm glad I'm making sense. And hopefully I'm not wrong though, but I think future me would be like, hey man, you got this, don't worry about it. But I mean, like, of course, like, don't just like, you know, yeet all my money into Pokemon cards or something, but you know what I mean? But you know what I think you know what I'm trying to say. Who is it says, here's a story, I took my mom out. Oh, who is it? Yep. Took mom out for seafood today and my bro decided to tag along to help out. After my bro's car, decided to let him in and not start the engine, car horn and all. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I hope the seafood was good, but I know the story's continuing. Who is it? So I'll keep reading as it comes in. Shenanigan says, I think future me would be like, what the fuck? No, I feel you on that, yeah. Next, I don't know, I look back to, there was like a moment in my life where I was just like obsessively hyper-focused with making a Game Boy emulator. And now I'm like, why did I do that? You know what I mean? I mean, just if I had known that like at some point I would be at a spot where I'm like, I still care about Game Boy emulators, like they're super sick, but you know what I mean? If I had known that like at some point I was gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna just do music now, I would have not invested all that time into making a Game Boy emulator. Does that make sense? Because then I made the Game Boy emulator because I was like, oh, I'm a programmer and I want to progress my tech career, but I'm not doing the tech career anymore. So it's like, was that time wasted? I don't think it was, but technically, probably wasn't worth the stress. But and Hayes, real quick, I saw that signed record I got from that Heatwave show. Hey, thank you, Hayes. I appreciate it, dude. That's super sick. I'd love to see it at some point. Next time we hang out, I'd be stoked to see what it looks. That was still, dude. I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can't. But actually, I have the Heatwave poster on my wall, but it's just slightly outside the camera. Yeah, Heatwave was sick, dude. But Shenanigans says, I think the only regret I have is listening to family. Nah, low-key, I feel you on that. Thankfully, no, my family's low-key come clutch sometimes. That's not the it's Mother's Day. My mom always be, I would sound ungrateful, but you know what I'm trying to say. But I do understand the sentiment of that, because there's been a couple times where I was like, you know what? Let me try this. And like, surprisingly, I was kind of right. But it's very rare. But anyways, Shenanigan says, like every choice I made other than listening to others in the past, I stand by and would do again. Maybe not date that one asshole, but probably listen with having. Yeah, I feel that, yeah. Yeah, sometimes you kind of have to like learn from experience. But Shenanigans, I think the only thing, I feel you on that. Another reason why I think I started doing the music stuff, because I thought about it a lot. And every time I'd like, to your point, like taken advice from somebody else or like invested in somebody else, or not like, actually not every single person, but I don't know, pretty much every time I've ever was like, I'm going to invest in myself in this one thing, I never ever regretted it. And the only time I've ever like regretted anything was when I like was like, let me listen to this person. Let me like put all my energy into this person. Let me put all my energy into like this person's project. And at some point I was like, you know what? I've never once regretted when I took time to invest in my own thing, even if it didn't work out. So if I'm going to invest in anything now that's not going to work out, I'm at least have it be my thing that fucked up. Not somebody else's. You know what I mean? So yeah. And last 20, dude, what's up? Good to see you. How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Sunday going? How's your Mother's Day? And who is it says, so we went across town to the battery store, a new battery, to the key fob, went back to the parking lot, no dice, so went home and Frankenstein the fob, then drove back to the seafood parking lot. It let him in his car, but still wouldn't start. Oh, I think even like the car battery died. Oh, just the fob. Oh, that's what's so annoying with those like push to start cars. This is the exact problem. But I'm excited to hear, because it sounds like the solution's gonna be something silly, I bet. Of like the parking brake being up or something. But my family says just old school, but I felt in my bones that it wasn't for me. Or it's something I do, and eventually I just bit the bullet, just do those things, and all it got me was debt and stress. Yeah, now see? Yeah. I feel you on that, Yeah, because it's like one of those things where it's like you can't like live your life for somebody else, you gotta live your life for you. Because I don't know. Again, let me not push my little weird star math beliefs on you, but like keeping it real, I don't know, ever since learning that, I'm like, not everything's meant for everybody. Because I don't know, I was trying to like, who I was trying to tell this to? I was trying to tell it to like one of our mutual friends once, but I was like, yeah, the advice you're giving works for you, but everyone has their own life, and like you kind of have to give advice based on how you see their life being experienced, if that makes sense. Like, you know, I don't know if you got a friend that's like, you might have a friend that's just like really bad with I just felt like a better word, really bad with relationships, and it's like there's no amount of like good relationship advice you can give them that like is gonna fix that for them. It's like it's got to be something they have to figure out in their own path. Yeah, I mean, and like works for them. Or like, what's it? I'm like, and to your point, I think you're referring to college. Like, not everyone's meant for college. Like, some people just aren't meant to leave. Like, especially if you like go in college. Like, some people aren't meant to leave their hometown. Like, they're meant to like be a huge part. Like, their hometown's supposed to be a huge part of their like growth and journey as a person. So being like, you need to go to college and leave home, can like mess some people up, dude. So yeah. So it's just like you have to like give advice from the perspective of that person. Like, you have to like, I don't know. I try to, whenever I give advice, sit like put myself in their shoes and be like, what would I do from this position based on what I know, but also recognize that their path might be way different. That makes sense. But Shenanigan says, because I literally just did that anyways, and it's so much better. Should have just went with my gut. Everyone's journey so different. Okay, I'm glad you agree with that. It's a perception of their life, but also like you don't want to know about. Yeah, exactly. You don't know what their internal drive is in their bags. Oh, snaps. Yeah. Well, it was a car, and I literally was not in a place to do that. And college for me made no sense because I already qualified the positions I have. Oh, it was a car. Okay, my bad. Shenanigans. Why put myself in the college debt for $2 more an hour? It makes no sense. No, you're spitting on that. You are so spitting on that. Yeah. It's wild that like no one took accountability for that, because I'm sure we could all agree. A lot of us are around the same age where they were like, everyone older than us in our life was like, you must go to college or else you're gonna be a worthless human being. And then like everyone got a bunch of college debt, and they were like, who could guess that would happen? You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I think all the older people got to like have a meeting one day and be like, yeah, we kind of messed up. That's on us. We you know what I mean? That's on us. That's on us. Not gonna lie. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Like Avid, remember Avid? Like all those college readiness programs. When are they going to take accountability? You know what I mean? At least a public apology, man. At the very least. Who was it? Says so. We sat there and the tow truck showed up. Everyone ran out of the restaurant fearing that it was the repo truck ready to steal the car. Lamau. We got a laugh out of that since it proved no one paid their car note in the restaurant. That's comedy, is it? So yeah. Because I think that's not to keep telling a story who is it, but I think that's a really wild sign of the times, is that like things are so expensive. People are like, running out to be like, oh shit, I couldn't afford my car note. You know what I mean? But because we like have to have a car, people are just doing whatever they can to like get around, but also like, oh shit, I couldn't afford the car note. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's a very scary sign of the times, but also very hilarious. And Shenanigan says, so it was both. Okay, so a car and college. I feel you on that. Yeah. Yeah, because I know that like step in life too, like getting your first car is also like just as scary as college, not gonna lie to you. But Skyr says, college, at least in the US, is just a complete scam anyways. Ultimately better off just self-educating. Yeah, Skyr, low-key, I don't know. I'm kind of goofy in that like, I don't know, I actually have like a kind of wild story about that, but I don't know. Well, I guess one of my things in life that I'm like, the lesson I'm sharing actually is like a self-learned one, Skyr. So I agree, Skyr, and I always felt ironic because I have my college degree. It's actually behind the music player. That's my college degree. And I was able to like go through, and it worked out for me, but it doesn't work out for everyone. So I always feel weird being like, no, college bad. Because I feel like to your point, honestly, I went to college just to self-educate myself how to code anyways. The degree just like helped, I guess, make literally, to Shenanigan's point, $2 more an hour. But because I went to a field that like worked out, like I ended up being able to pay off my debt relatively fast. But I also like got into Google and stuff like that because I self-educated myself past my peers. Anyways, but to that exact point, my little brother, actually, I was really big on like, yo man, go to like trade school, don't go to like college, which everyone and their mom right now would be like, yes, that's the best advice if you like pay attention to the economy. But it ended up not working out for him. So now I'm kind of like, and it kind of wraps back around to what I was saying to Shenanigans and I were talking about, of like, it's so tough to decide like what people should be doing because like everyone has their own path. And that's what what I saw with my brother is that even though like on paper, I feel like I was giving him the best advice I could as an older brother, I feel a little bad because he ended up taking all that time to do the trade school and then like ended up being like, it didn't work out for me. And I was like, damn. Even though he finished it and everything, but it still just didn't really work out for him. And now he's also doing art, which is kind of cool. But yeah. So I guess it all wraps back to now that he's doing art. I think you had the answer, Sky. Maybe he should have just self-educated from the beginning. I tried to make a point, and it all came back to what Skyer said. It does. I feel like that happens all the time with those Skyer. I feel like you end up saying like the dopest bar, And I'm like, yeah, and I ramble about it. I'm just going back to re-say what you said. Heck yeah, dude. But who is it says, okay, after, because we got this story, everyone, got the tow truck. After the car got home via tow truck, now we're sitting in a car that refused to start, but thanks to the car not reading the key fob. But yes, it was funny to see a bunch of people running out of the restaurant and even sitting in their cars fearing the repo man. Even in today's economy, we don't have a choice. That's what I'm saying, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Who is it? But did you end up figuring out what caused the car not to start? Who is it? Or is it literally just the key fob still being goofy? And Shenanigans says, I'm also doing weighing for packages right now. Hey, that's what's up. That's super sick. What merch do you have? I mean, my bad if if I'm a bad friend, I didn't know, but I don't think it's like any of your stuff has popped up in my feed before. Unless you're doing it for somebody else. And yo, TR, bro, what are you doing? We're signing CDs. We're signing CDs, dude. Oh, I mean, I blocked it on my hand. Oh my god, we're signing CDs. So yeah, pretty much. Thankfully, orders have been going really good, TR. So pretty much gonna try to just bang through a bunch of them right now, or get all the stuff made for them. Oh, actually, while everybody's here, what do y'all think of digipacks? Because I've always done jewel cases, but look, they keep breaking, dude. People keep telling me they broke, and I don't mind saying another one, but it eats into the overall cost of everything. Because it's I want to at least send you one more if it breaks, because I can't control your post office guy does, and I try to help out. I think I'm switching to digipacks. Do you think, I guess asking y'all, if you were to buy a CD and you thought it was a jewel case, but a digipack came instead, how mad would you be? Especially what if it was free though? Because I think if someone's like, I want this jewel case, I'll just ship them a jewel case separately with all the little papers and stuff. But I think I'm just gonna send everyone digipacks and see what's up. But who is it says we don't have a clue still why the car won't start? It might be the tech that reads the fob. Are you sure the car battery's not dead? Who is it? By any chance? Because that's my first thought. I thought you meant the car battery. But I assume if the car batteries did that also cause the issue, no? But I don't know how car technical you are, so my bad if you're I don't know. But I'm gonna jump around real quick. King, yo, what up, dude? Good to see you. How's your Sunday? Hope you're doing good. We're having a sick Mother's Day. And Ketchup Condiment, dude. Good to see you too. Hope you're having a sick Mother's Day and chilling. And but Ketchup says, what are your tips for starting a cassette tape label? I'm looking at getting an LLC and business license because I'm doing all the dubbing and printing myself. Thoughts? Oh, sick. Yeah, doing it yourself is pretty dope. I would need a little bit more context, Ketchup. What blah, 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 blah. Do you have artists lined up? Or what's your overall goal with the label, Ketchup? Are you trying to get a bunch of the homies and dub for them? How big of runs are you trying to do? Releases of 10 to 20 tapes per release? Are you trying to sit at home and make 100 at a time? You have a homie that's successful that you're trying to help out, or yeah. And are you trying to what's your marketing plan too? I know I'm such a marketing brain, my bad, but yeah. What's your plan to get the label out there? Are you depending on the artist on the label, or are you trying to promote the artist yourself? You know what I'm trying to say? I was I hope that all those questions make sense, so feel free to type them out one at a time. But Shenanigans says, I think I get a lot of my entrepreneurial spirit from my mom, even though we don't get along. She used to sew late in the hours when we were growing up. That's so adorable. Yeah, I think I get it from my dad. I know it's brutal, but my dad used to sell drugs, so I think that's. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that's where it's coming from. So yeah, for the longest time I didn't want to be a business person either, but it kind of I don't know, after doing all the whole tech route, I was I kind of have to do this because I just got tired of I guess. Just to catch up a chat, keeping it real, I got tired of all the racism in tech, so I was I'm gonna just start a business, dude, because then I can't be racist to myself. So, I'm not gonna lie. And Shenanigans says, my brother's obsessed with McDonald's Happy Meals, for the food, not the toys. I feel that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Happy Meal food, it's kind of cheap. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it kind of smacks. Like, I used to have some homegirls that'd be like, yeah, like, you know, I'll get Happy Meals from McDonald's because, like, everything else is too much food. And I'm like, that's kind of lit. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But Tiara says, happy to hear. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. How are you doing, dude? How's your stuff going? So I think I saw, I mean, you're always doing some cool stuff. I'm not going to lie. You pop on my feed and I'm like, hey, let's go. So, yeah, I'd be stoked to hear what's going on with you. And so you're selling the toy. I get it now. Oh, Shenanigans, you're going crazy. That's so dope. So I guess Shenanigans is saying that their brother liked the Happy Meals, so they don't like the toys, so they just get the toys and they resell them, which is like genius. Because I'm sure there's some people that live in the middle of nowhere without like a McDonald's nearby that are like, yo, I want the new like Yu-Gi-Oh! McDonald's toy. That's so sick. That's kind of genius. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm already like, maybe I should just start eating Happy Meals. But I don't want to compete. I'm not trying to limit them. I'll respect your game. And so pay shipping and more to drive 2+ hours. So I'm legit just weighing Happy Meal toys. That's so sick. That's so sick. And King says they want the jewel case because they're building a wall thing. That's the thing, yeah. Jewel cases, they do fit nicer into CD collections, which is why I'm kind of like, ugh. The only reason why I'm like even considering digipacks is because I've noticed that digipacks don't look too awkward. But I think I'm probably just, yeah, okay, well, that's good enough. Thank you, King. That's one vote for what's it called? You know, keep them like that. But who is it says we're highly sure? It's a Dodge Challenger, so who knows? Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, that is very random. Good luck with figuring it. I've always sucked at like fixing American cars myself. So who is it? I'm sending you good vibes. I hope y'all can figure it out. But Ketchup Condiment says digipacks look cooler, but the store itself, yeah. So same reason as King. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So I guess it's like 50-50. I guess it's like, yeah. Okay. But Shenanigans, I guess to your point, Ketchup, LLC has lots of pros and cons. It really depends on the business structure. Groovy with the facts, Groovy Lamau, not the drugs, bro. Who is it, bro? Yeah. But yeah, I have an LLC. It's going pretty good. But also be careful what state you register in, because I registered in California and I have to pay $800 a year just to keep my LLC active. So like, low-key, keep that in mind. If I were you, I would probably like, yeah, you probably can get away. I would only say you need an LLC when you start like working with other businesses. But to your point, Ketchup, if you're just like selling tapes from home for like you and the homies, I would say low-key, don't start the LLC until you're making at least like, I was like 20-30K a year off the label. Even then, I maybe even go higher until you have to start working with somebody. But 444, hey 444, good to see you. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Oh, you've been chilling. How's your Sunday going? But 444 says everyone was selling weed in high school, or at least once. I feel you on that. Yeah, I had a lot of homies in high school that were making a little side money that way. Not gonna lie. Shenanigans says, okay, no, for real though, we end up doing this because 2 Happy Meals is cheaper than 1 adult combo. That's what I'm saying, yeah. With food and a toy to resell. That's what I'm saying. Shenanigans, you're kind of on the game, dude. That's so sick. Like I sat there, crunched the numbers with the staff, and they were like, why is this more food per gram and 20 cents cheaper? Dude, that's hilarious. Oh man, we got the same brain. You totally like calculate it by gram. Food by gram? Oh, I love that. That's the type of timing that I'm on. we gotta catch up sometime. I want to visit. At the very least, I'll go back to LA for Thanksgiving. So if not sooner. So yeah, I want to do like a summer trip, but escape the heat for a hot second. I don't know. I'll let you know. But Tiara says, good, I've been writing a lot. 2 songs coming out in a few weeks with music videos and new custom outfits. Oh, 2 headlining shows, 300 Cat venues in July. Yo, Tiara, congrats. But besides that, just focusing on getting better at Ableton. I feel that. Yeah, dude. Well, dude, congrats. I'm so glad to hear you. Like, you're always making so much progress. I respect it. That's so sick. Congrats on the headlining shows, dude. I'm stoked to hear more of your music as you're always getting better. That's so sick. But Ketchup, I'm branding towards Memphis funk and hardcore metal funk, but Ketchup says I'm doing runs of 100 tapes max by myself with a couple of tape decks, helping out homies in the funk scene and reaching out into the local hardcore metal scene. What would I say to that? So I guess Ketchup, 100 tapes max per release or like in total? But funk in local hardcore metal scene, sick. So are you? And here's the other thing: are you planning on selling them online or at shows? My bad to keep asking all these follow questions, but they're important, low-key. Not gonna lie, because stuff in person sells way better. Online is like tough. It's like you have to like really market on. But when you're at a show, it's real easy to be like, "Yo, man, I want this tape." And be like, I'm a little buzzed. Bug it. You know what I mean? So yeah. That's what I've noticed at least. Like getting like, but once you get online going, then it's like you're no longer limited to like who's at the show. You can start like selling to the whole world. So yeah. But Shenanigan says, okay, real shit. The Yu-Gi-Oh collab resale for McDonald's was $50 for some like Senna or Batsu. That's so sick. But besides that, just focus on getting better at. Oh no, that was Galaxy. Oh my gosh, Ciara. You could resell want, do you boo? Hey, well, thank you, Shenanigans. You know what I mean? I don't know if I seriously ever start what's it called? Like eating Happy Meals. I'll probably do. I probably will. I'm not gonna lie to Shenanigans. But thank you for the idea and being okay with me also doing it if I wanted to. But yeah, I remember I was still living in LA when you all were doing the Yu-Gi-Oh collab. I remember I think Marcus let Jess have a cinema roll Blue Eyes White Dragon, which is super cool. But I remember y'all were like, I remember seeing all stories. I remember. And Skyer says for the Digipack versus Jewel Case, you can make an option at checkout. I was thinking that, Skyer. Like maybe making it even like a shipping option. But the thing is I don't know. I would be afraid of like, because I was even considering like because I realized you don't, like I have some friends that'll ship CDs and they won't give you a tracking number and they'll just give you like a shipping confirmation and they can lower the shipping price because of that, because they don't have to pay, because like it's like double the price to get a tracking link. But I always did it through tracking links. So I was thinking about making that an option at checkout. But then from talking to some buddies, they were like, if you add too many options at checkout, people are just gonna be like, you know what, this is too confusing. I don't want it. So yeah, so I kind of unfortunately had to make some like strong defaults and like hope that's what people want. You know what I mean, Skyer? Because I would love to make it an option. But like, I don't know, maybe I should try it, because I don't know, the person that told me that, like, you know, maybe that's just their opinion, who knows? You know what I mean? But they also do music business stuff, so I like was like, okay, no. But I'm a strong proponent of, you don't know until you try, so. But Shenanigan says different states get different ratios of toys. Oh, sick. I didn't know that. That's wild. I wonder why they do that. And TR says your stream is nice. Oh, thank you, TR. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, it's just us hanging out for the most part. Talking about whatever we want, just hanging out. And Shenanigan says, wow. Here's the kicker too. If you end up doing the Happy Meal toy reselling, just put a little note in the packages that says stream followers get 50% off toys. So they end up following and they have kids, so it works for my market. Oh, so you do that already? That's yeah, Shenanigans. Oh my God. You know what's funny? I had a similar idea, Shenanigans, where I was thinking, for a hot second, I was thinking like maybe I should just buy on eBay bulk lots of CDs, sell them individually, like, and especially like people who have like funk or like jazz music collections. And then to your point, leave a little note in the package that's like, hey, do you want another CD for free? I make my own music. Here's a way you can get, you know, Mustard Zero for free. Just pay the shipping. And like make a little like eBay version of Mustard Zero and everything. So I was thinking that. But I ran the math and like I'd have to like, to keep up with the amount that I'm currently selling, I'd have to like buy like 1,000 CDs at a time. It would be like ridiculous how many CDs I have to go out and like source, just do that plan. So I end up like not doing it. But yeah, our brains do work. I know you said it too. Like, I miss you too. We do have the same brain, because I was thinking the exact same thing. But that's so cool that you actually did it and it's working out. That's so dope. Shenanigans, I'm so glad to hear. And that's so cool too. I bet they're like hyped to be like, oh, damn, this person who made your Happy Meal toy. You know what I mean? But I'm sorry, Ketchup. We're telling so many things. So 100 tapes per release. If that's the case, and okay, Ketchup. In the last, I mean, it sounds like Oh, Ketchup says right now my biggest quota release is 120 tapes that I'm currently working on as we speak. Okay, sick. So Ketchup, I guess you already have like a people like there's demand for the tapes already. Then I don't really know what tips I can give you, dude, other than just like use pirate ship. That's like the best in terms of like shipping because you can get a pirate ship and you'll get like discounted media mail rates, so that's really good. Always, if you use bubble mailers to ship stuff, use tear up old cardboard. Try to recycle all your like Amazon packages and stuff. That helps a lot to like get, I guess, free shipping supplies as the recycle stuff you're already buying for your house normally. What else? I mean, and if you can too, Ketchup, try to get the artist if you can to like sign tapes, because I've noticed that like signing stuff, even some people don't really necessarily like, care if something's signed. Like it just instantly it makes it more desirable to fans. So even if they're like, I don't know, like to me personally, like if I'm at a show, I want it signed, but like if I buy it online, I'm like, to me, like the specialness of it is having it signed in person. But some people are like, no, I want it. Like, I don't care when you signed it. Like, and I mean, right now you can watch me sign, so I signed it. But you know what I'm trying to say? But to some people, like they love the autograph and like what it represents. So, even if you take like half the tapes, Ketchup, and like have the artist come to your house if they're nearby, especially if they're local, have them just sign half and like do like half of them signed, half of them not signed, just to like get the ball rolling. To see if that helps. I don't know. Those tips this is all recorded too, Ketchup, so if you want to come back to this, you can keep asking questions. You can just rewatch the VOD with me. It's going to be on YouTube. But those are, I would say, pirate ship, and try to sign if you can. And yeah. But try and catch up on chat. Shenanigans with the same brain. And who is it says side gigs with crazy ideas always work? Yeah, who is it? Sometimes they do. I mean, low key, I don't know if you can read them, but I put QR codes on all the inside of the CDs because this was also like a side idea thing that worked out pretty well. I've had some of them. I'm trying to think of one that didn't work out that I tried. I think I've had a couple that didn't work out. Like for example, when I first started the Monster Kingdom, like the whole like upgraded Kaiju Club, I made it so like there were a lot of people that were like, oh, like I don't want to subscribe to something, and I like want all the benefits for free. I tried doing like some like referral system where I was like, hey, if you have like a friend buy Monster Tape Zero, just here's a link, and if they buy it, then I'll give you free Monster Kingdom. That ended up not working. So I guess that's more like that's also a side gig thing. But I don't know. I've had lots of crazy ideas not work. I guess what I'm trying to say. Even like side gig ones, like I tried to who was it? There was like a hot second back when I was doing Uber Eats, where I was like I would just make that my like reply to everyone in the Kaiju Club time. So what I would do is that like I would purposely do Uber Eats in California. You get paid by the hour when you're like actively delivering an order, but part of actively delivering the order counts as sitting in the drive-thru. So I would just answer Kaiju Club emails while I was in the drive-thru doing Uber Eats, and that kind of worked. But then the more I did it, like it wasn't really like necessarily like worth the time. Like and like I did all the math and I was like, So I think that makes sense. I hope so. But that being said, though, I think to your point, who is it though? I think you should try at least every crazy idea. Like give it like a solid try, at least once, because you'd be surprised. It might end up reselling McDonald's toys. You know what I mean? You never know. But Jenga says, "I'm so dead. That's hilarious." Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I'm always trying to think of like little funny ways to get Monster Tape Zero out there. But yeah, it's running out of scale now where it's like I can't do those funny things. But at some point, I would love, because really a lot of it too is if you think about it, like to your point, Shenanigans, like I think you're actually a great example of this, is that it wasn't like you were sitting there and you were like, how can I scheme up this thing? It's just you saw something you already had and saw how you could like plug in an extra like if it like if it's like a cog in a wheel, like you found out like, oh, if I put this cog here, I can get free energy. It's kind of like a car turbo almost, where it's like, well, the car's already dumping out. What if I just put a turbo there and spin it, and get extra energy? Because you were already like buying Happy Meals anyways, so you were like, well, if I just take all these extra toys I have and throw them away, what can I? You know what I mean? Like you figured out how to turn that into something of value. So I feel like those are the ones that you have to look out for when you're doing this. So it's like, if you, so I bring all that up because I already have all the shipping infrastructure, and I'm like, what can I ship for other people that would just bring in side gig money to like who is its point to what you did, you know what I mean? So I've been trying to think of like little funny things I can like, yeah, because not many people have like a whole shipping label, all this extra cardboard. Like, I think this is literally like 1,000 bubble mailers right here. You know what I mean? So I'm like, not many people have that just sitting around the house. So I'm like, how can I don't know. One of these days I'll figure it out. Maybe I should start like, to catch up on, maybe I should just start doing other people's releases or something. But yeah, Kaiju says the fastest I've prepared a release is 50 tapes in 3 days. Sick, dude. That's what's up. That's super dope. That's impressive too, because that's a lot of tapes you have to make. Yeah, what was the question I was asked? Oh yeah, so you said that you have Uline cassette mailers and bubble mailers for shipping. Okay, sick. Heck yeah. That's dope. Yeah. So keeping it real ketchup. So you ever heard of a business casual? And I guess my bad. Real quick, ketchup. Capricorn, dude, good to see you. Capricorn, you hang out at your grandma's. That's what's up. Tell your grandma I said Happy Mother's Day, dude. That's so sick. Hope you're doing good. How's your Sunday, dog? So have you heard of business casual ketchup? Because John, the person who owns business casual, they also run their own music label thing, and we've talked about it a bunch. And John is like they're really good, like they're a good process engineer, and that what they'll do is they'll try to batch as much work as possible. I'm the kind of person where it's like I don't like having a bunch of just orders like stacked up in my Shopify. It like makes me feel like ugh, I don't know. Whereas they don't mind. They're like, yo, I pack orders on this day. I don't care how many orders I get. I only pack orders on this one day. But because of that, they're a lot more efficient. And on top of efficiency, they're willing to pay for cassette mailers and stuff. But I'm the kind of person where it's like I'd rather keep my costs low, if that includes more of my time, depending on what it is. Like something like this, I don't know, because I've doing the stream and stuff. Like I don't know, but I'm more focused on keeping my costs low. And instead of reinvesting that into other things, like I have an assistant now that's been super awesome. But so I've found that if you buy bubble mailers in bulk and then just end up getting I already have this piece of cardboard right here because I buy all the vinyls and stuff. What I'd rather do is media mail like cardboard, like doesn't really necessarily like count as as long as it's like make the tape safe, you can put cardboard instead of the bubble mailer without having to get charged for like the box. Both in terms of media mail price and because that mailers you can't get them cheaper than like $1 each in my opinion. Maybe you're getting them for like 70 cents each, but these bubble mailers cost like 10-20 cents each. So free cardboard plus 10-20 cents, I've noticed gives me the same amount of protection as like a 70-cent bubble mailer. You know what I mean? But if you're packing 150 orders, that 50 cents adds up. You know what I mean? Especially if you're doing it like on a month-to-month basis. So I guess to your point, ketchup, that's good you have those mailers, but I would sit down and see if you want to play the game of is my time better spent cutting up cardboard to make the bubble mailers versus using the efficiency of the cassette mailer. So I noticed they don't really necessarily add more protection. Because what I've been noticing lately too is switching to this, even when I had CD mailers, like individual CD mailers, sometimes they'd get just as smashed up as the bubble mailers. Sometimes a USPS employee, I swear they're like, I hate music, you know what I mean? And there's no amount of protection you can do to save it. I don't know. That's my rant. Does that make sense? And but real quick, Shenanigan says, just take the opportunities. Exactly, yeah. But seeing the opportunities, I feel like you gotta have a certain, you gotta have us brain to see the opportunities sometimes. And Ketchup's real point though is, how does pirate ship take care of international shipments? Stuff like customs form scares me away from doing international sales. Ketchup, here's a great tip for you. If you join pirate ship, talk to customer support. It's super easy. Just literally in the little live chat thing, ask for a thing called simple export rate, and they handle that for you. They have a thing that's like a super mega discounted thing for shipping internationally, and all they really do is that they you ship essentially to one of pirate ship's warehouses in the US, and they put everyone who uses pirate ship on one big old pallet, and they ship it all to the same country, and then they do local shipping from there, and you end up getting a way cheaper rate. And the little form for customs form super easy. I know we're anti-AI, but just Google what the harmonization code is and the little AI overview. it tends to be right most of the time. So if you're just like shipping tapes, just be like, what is the harmonization code for cassette tapes? And just copy paste it into pirate ship, you're good to go. I've yet to have someone be like, you're going to international jail because you put 2 stickers instead of 3 in this package in the customs form. You know what I mean? So, yeah. The pirate ship makes it really easy. But the thing's called simple export rate. Ketchup. Yeah, let me reply to Shenanigans. Thanks for stopping by, Shenanigans. It's so good to catch up. But it's important to try and think on your feet and be creative with your energy outputs. Exactly. But like you said, you'll never know. There's so many things I've tried that didn't stick, with like every 10 bad ideas that made others quit. I got some really solid ones. Yes, exactly. Yeah, great. I pretty much I was telling this to someone over the weekend, but in my like Notion, I have like a thing called like ideas bin, and whenever I have an idea, I just throw it in there. And at the end of every year, I like look through all of my ideas I had, just even like dumb ideas, like, oh, this should be an album cover one day, or like I should try this one wacky idea of how to like get my music out there. At the end of the year, I'll look through them all. And I'll be like, okay, because you know, like at the end of every year, some things change. Like I'm not doing Aviscerall stuff anymore, which ironic that it just popped up. So now that time I used to spend on Aviscerall is now more freed up. So by the end of the year, I'm gonna look and be like, okay, well, the time I was spending on Aviscerall stuff, what can I replace it with that's, you know, worth my energy? To your point about like being creative about your energy output. So I'll look through the ideas bin and be like, okay, which ones could I at least try this year to see how it goes, and then slot those in. You know what I mean? I don't know. So yeah, I just always write down your ideas, and at the end of the year, put them in a tier list, and you'll be surprised how useful that is. Because keeping it real. I think I did the math, and like I think from the little QR codes in the back of Monster Tape Zero, I think I sell about 2 to 3 extra Monster Tape Zeros a month off of the little QR codes. It doesn't cost me anything extra just to print the QR codes on the back of the CD thing, but it works. And you know, it's only like 3 CDs. It's not that amazing, but that's 3 CDs that just for free I got. You know what I mean? It was like free sales. I don't have to like pay anyone. I don't have to like bug anyone. I have to be like, people go buy my CD, please. It just word of mouth. And keeping it real. I feel like at some point, and maybe this is like, you know, maybe not the best thing to think, but I'm sure at some point, Monster Tape Zero is going to end up at like Goodwills all over the US. And I'm excited for the day that someone just grabs it and they're like, oh, yeah, I mean, here's all the links I need to this guy's stuff. You know what I mean? Because there's like a bunch of college kids that are probably buying Monster Tape Zero that, like, you know, when they go back to Minnesota, they're probably gonna like, I'll drop it off. You know, I like the album a lot, but maybe I can't like, you know, I mean, like I got one carry on and like the CD couldn't make it. You know what I mean? So yeah. So if it ends up in a Goodwill, then like some kid or like some thrifter guys and be like, oh, this stuff's dope, and then bottom of the bean. I don't know. Does that make sense? So yeah, so it's like the CD lives beyond just the fact that it's like in someone's house. It's like I kind of see them as little seeds I'm planting all over. That makes sense. So yeah. But hey, Shenanigans says, yeah, the bubble mailers, it totally does. I end up going to a box city and buying per order because the customers don't care. Okay, and anyway, slow now. So each package is perfect for each size. I tack on the box to the shipping price. I'm transparent about it. Never had anyone complain. Okay, yeah, see, yeah, shipping supplies, you know what I mean? Because if you ship a lot of stuff, like saving a penny makes a big difference. Saving just a penny can make a really big difference. Like, I mean, I hope I'm not too business brain. I guess we're business brain today. So keeping it real, I sell about 300 CDs a month. So if I save 10 cents per CD on Monster Tape Zero, then I've saved $30 a month. You know what I mean? Which isn't like that amazing, but you know what I mean? $30 is like, you can put that towards something. Every month, you know what I mean? Like, put that towards something. Not that I'm like actually trying to just cheap out on stuff, but you know what I mean? Like, but shipping supplies, it's like, I don't know, if I find this manufacturer makes shipping supplies for slightly cheaper, 10 cents cheaper, then it's like, oh shit, you just completely changed the whole everything. It's like, what can you do $30 a month? I don't know, man. That's like my phone bill, keeping it real. So now I can reply to people on the go. Because I found a way to save $30 a month. I mean, But yeah, Shenanigans says, this is so healing. Listen to you. I feel less alone. No, I feel you. Honestly, not gonna lie, Shenanigans, to get in this exact same, what's it called? Mindset. My whole YouTube is either like people talking about music business or just business in general or astrology. That's my entire YouTube history. It's just those two things. And I listen to it while I'm like packing orders, so I feel less alone. I feel less crazy about all the business stuff I'm doing. But Shenanigans says QR codes are amazing. I add my QFI QR to everything because you're so right. Yeah, exactly. Like they're fun. You know what I mean? Sometimes you see a QR code and you're like, I want to scan it, just scan it. Like, where does this go? You know what I mean? It's like a portal. It's like, ooh, where's this gonna take me? Like I remember at Deadass, I had someone like when I used to walk around my neighborhood, had a QR code on their car. At some point I was like, I gotta scan it. I gotta see what this fucking is. And you know what it was? It was a QR code to the song, what's the song? Oh no, the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift song. The na, 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 na. Like it was the QR code that just took you to Spotify to listen to that song. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. Yeah, Ketchup says, this was all very helpful info. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Ketchup, if you ever have more questions, you pull up, dude. I will happily answer questions because, yeah, music business stuff is hard, dude. There's like no guide on how to do this. Well, technically, you can check out Indiepreneur, but that's more for like independent artists. But not sponsored. I just not sponsored at all. Like I pay for it myself, but yeah. But who is it? Says $30 is $30. You put it back in your business and it goes up to like 60, 80. Yeah, exactly. Who is it? You can go all kinds of things. I'm trying to think of I don't know, like keeping it real. I can get 100 Rock Reptar stickers for $30 every month. You know what I mean? And give those away because, like, yeah, actually, there you go. Not just saying that to like because I do that, but I genuinely give out little mini stickers. Like to get like 100. Oh my god. So I usually give out like mini stickers in the orders. I'm sure you've seen. I try to do them, but these little mini stickers, I'll throw them in there for free. Like why spend 10 cents on like bubble mailers that are like the same quality when I could put that towards giving out free mini stickers to people? You know what I mean? That yeah. And and I'm not just saying that, I'm making it up right now. Like genuinely, look, these are my mini stickers. Genuinely, that's what I do. Try to save money so I can do stuff like that. So we're not just like spending money on bubble mailers that aren't even that much better. But oh my god, Roses, good to see you. How you doing? How you feeling? How's your Sunday going? How's your Mother's Day, Roses? I thought it was just a Rickroll. Yeah, imagine. Skyler says, imagine the QR code just Rickrolled. That would be hilarious. That would be hilarious. I would have been like, damn, they got me good. But yeah, I used to see that car with the QR code, literally, because it was back when I lived in Long Beach with my brother, and we used to walk around the neighborhood just to like catch up and stuff. At night, so we'd like walk to Rite Aid, get ice cream back before I was lactose, get ice cream at night, and then walk around his neighborhood and eat ice cream. And one of the cars that was parked on the street had like a QR code. And one day I was like, Jordan, I gotta scan it. I can't help myself anymore. And that's what happened. Keeping it real, I probably should put a Must Save Zero QR code on my car. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I don't know if this is weird to say. I should make those stickers, yeah. Put them in my car. But Rosa says, I ate a piece of chocolate cake, but nothing much today. I just expressed my love for my mom. I'm grateful for her. Aww. Couldn't have said it any better, Roses. That was like a poem. But that's cool. You ate a piece of chocolate cake. I haven't had chocolate cake I haven't had cake in a long time. I should get one for my birthday. My birthday's in, like, was that 68 days to my birthday? Oh, my hands got covered in. Oh wait, no, these are just, okay, never mind. I thought my hands were covered in Sharpie and I like put it all over the CDs. Well, that sounds hella good, Roses. And I'm glad to hear that you expressed your love to your mom. You're grateful for. That's so nice, so sweet. Yeah, same. I texted her at exactly midnight, like, happy Mother's Day. Yeah, and all my friends that are moms out here out here. Oh my god, all my friends that are moms. I texted them too, like, happy Mother's Day. So yeah. And Skyer says, big brain move, mix them in with the stickers you throw in so people can maybe possibly scan them out in the wild. So Skyer, that's the, yeah, see, we're on the same big brain because you want to know the real big brain. Actually, if you're Ketchup too. So I probably shouldn't say this, but USPS agent, if you're watching this, I'm just a musician, man. Please let me keep doing this, bro, please. But technically, depending on your post office, you're not allowed to include stickers in media mail because that would break the rules of media mail that it only can be like books and music. Anything else that's included technically goes against it. Oh shit.
New merch order from Gregory.
Thank you, Gregory. If you're watching, let me know and I'll pack it right now. So technically, if you want to include stickers and stuff, Ketchup, what I've done to get around that is put the stickers inside the CD. Because the reason why I do that is because I'm trying to like not have it get your package get caught up in USPS some way. Because media mail, they're allowed to open it and be like, did you ask? Because a lot of like e-commerce, like t-shirt resellers and stuff, like people who like Swift and stuff like that, to save money on their shipping, they'll use media mail, even though they're doing it to break the rules. So because of that, if like they think that you're not shipping a CD, they're allowed to open. Like if you're shipping like, I don't know, like a video game or something, they're allowed to open it and be like, what's in here? So because I assume the USPS worker is like some dude getting paid like maybe slightly above minimum wage, I highly doubt he's like, let me actually investigate the CD and what's inside. I'm sure he just, okay, and puts it back in and goes, you know what I mean? So I put the stickers inside the CD. So in case they ever want to get all stingy about it, they won't know that the CD's in there. So if you're still watching Ketchup, it's another pro tip. Put stuff in, like any like bonuses, to Sky's point, like QR codes or stickers, anything like that, put them inside the cassette tape if it could fit. And still use media mail. Otherwise, you would have to pay extra. But on top of that, Skyer, the real big brain move is, so to your point, I used to put QR codes, like that's how I did the test of the QR code, is I used to put the QR codes as like a little like business card inside the Must Save Zero orders. But then I was thinking like, oh shit, what if I get caught up by media mail? And I was like, wait a minute, duh. Like the back side of the album cover, it doesn't really matter what it is, right? I mean, I used to just put like the Groovy Kaiju logo on the back. And I was like, wait a minute, this is like prime real estate. So what if Skyer, what if the CD is the QR code itself? You see what I'm saying? So it's like the thing itself, the actual music itself is the QR code. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like I tried to make keeping my whole this is the biggest business brand shenanigans still watching, is I tried to make the product itself the viral thing. So it's like a Must Save Zero is supposed to like spread itself essentially because of the QR codes on itself. It's kind of like Pokerus. Yeah. Remember Pokerus? That's like a really random deep cut reference, but it's like Pokerus. The Save Zero is like Pokerus. I don't know. But yo, Tiki Man of Berlin, dude, what's up? Good to see you. How you doing? You passed by before, I'm pretty sure. But damn, I came at right exact title on a bonus tip. Yeah, dude. Yeah, because Ketchup is starting like a cassette tape label. So they were asking. And then Shenanigans was here too. And we were like going back and forth on what's it called? Just they resell McDonald's toys. So we were talking about just like random little how to sell stuff on the internet tips. But Skyer says also QR code stickers. We all know people love to sticker bomb things, locations. Yeah, true. I've been thinking about that, Skyer. So I actually watched a video about it's a YouTube channel called Threaducation, where they talk about like how like clothing brands become what they do. Like I don't know, I got into fashion through my buddy Newport and stuff. I'm like a big fashion guy, but I mean, hey, this shirt I made myself. It looks good on me. At least I like to think it does. But so I know enough about fashion. But I watched that YouTube channel, and they said a lot of Supreme. The reason why I got so big is because they would give out stickers. Because to your point, people will sticker bomb things. But they actually end up almost getting in a lot of trouble because essentially they end up getting sued for vandalism. But they couldn't prove that Supreme was the one telling the kids to go put the stickers there, even though they low-key were to like promote the brand. So because they couldn't prove it, they got away with it. But yeah, so because of that, yeah, people do like to sticker bomb stuff, but low-key sometimes it's like guerrilla marketing where like they're getting paid to sticker bomb stuff. So I don't know if it's like a natural human nature thing. Michael Jackson's big again, thankfully. So I don't know if it's in human nature truly. But yeah, I don't know. But I'm down to try it though, because I might buy some. In fact, future me when I rewatch the VOD, make some QR code stickers for Groovy Kaiju. Because at the very least, $30. No, I'm saving $30 apparently. $30. Make a couple, put them on my car, and whatever 99 I have left over. See what happens. You know what I mean? Stick them at the skate park or something. But Shenanigans says you also got into fashion. Did you know Marcus used to work with designers? Yeah, Marcus used to work with everybody. But yeah, I think Marcus probably shared that story with me once. Marcus was like quite. The other day I was thinking, I was like, he used to be. It wasn't he like a festival EMT? I saw a meme the other day. I was like, this used to be Marcus, dude. You know what I mean? Shenanigans, did you know Marcus used to work at Google? Of course you do. I'm making a joke, but you know what I mean? Like, what was Marcus doing at Google? What was I doing at Google? You know what I mean? So yeah. And Rosa says, a suggestion, put the code under your logo to catch people's attention. Oh, yeah. Under like the Groovy Kaiju logo. So the like holographic stickers, Roses. Like to put it like essentially just like tack it onto the, I guess I don't know if I could show it, but like tack it on right here at the bottom. So it's like logo and then ow. And Shenanigans says, Lama, you worked at Google, Shenanigans, or at the festival EMT stuff? Are you also a Zoogler? I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm excited to hear if Shenanigans was also a ex-Googler. Yeah, I don't know. One of the reasons why, I mean, I hope I'm not putting words in their mouth, but one of the, just for context for y'all, one of the reasons Shenanigans and I, well, I guess, you know, I don't know how much I'm supposed to say, but Shenanigans and I's mutual friend, I would put air quotes, because Shenanigans, I don't know how much your business I'm trying to put out there, but what's it called? Yeah, one of the reasons why I left Google is because it felt very culty, and yeah, there's a lot of little things. It's like, oh, if you're an ex-Googler, there's like a word for it at Google called Zoogler and stuff like that. There's a lot of like little things like that. So yeah. So technically, we're Zooglers. And that Shenanigans says both. What were you doing at Google, Shenanigans? I didn't know that. That's so cool. I mean, it's cool just because it's like, hey. Oh, you were marked subscribed for movie to medical events. I also went to Google. Oh, so you were like, okay. So you're like, okay, sick. I mean, you just answered the question, my bad. That's cool. You're doing like Scribe stuff. That's super sick. What was your Google impression then? What'd you think of the micro kitchens? What'd you think of the free food? Rosa says, yeah, design one to have it above it because I also realized OTS at 50/50 someone could pass it. Wasn't eye-catching? Sick. I also realized OTS at 50/50 someone. What's that OTS, Roses? I'm sorry. I think my brain's too dumb. Oh, oh my god. I also realized it's a 50/50 someone could pass it. My bad. I was like, OTS. I was like, what is this graphic design acronym? But yeah, but sick. Okay, cool. Yeah, future me when I watch the bot, think about you know, how I can put little QR codes on the Groovy Kaiju holographic logos. Because yeah, I give them out all the time. That'd be super sick to have like some type of way for people to see it. Because I do see those, like people oftentimes will show me like them kind of at certain places. Rosa says, that's crazy, Google cult. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit, yeah. I mean, it is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I was drinking the Kool-Aid for a hot second. But yeah, and like in the engineering world, like working at Google, it's like, oh my god, you made it. Like, you know, you already made it if you're a software engineer, but if you were a software engineer at Google, like then you really made it. Because not only did you have the money, but then you had the respect. You know what I mean? So it was like one of those things. And who is it says, everything is a cult if you know too much. Yeah, low-key. Like I think my buddy Frank, I think he likes to say that Vaporwave is a cult, the whole like music scene. It's an internet cult. And I was like, you're not wrong. So yeah. And Shenanigan says, we were more like aid for the Google Live events to make sure they were working well. Google hired us during COVID to make sure that so we were COVID off. Oh, that's how we also worked with Hollywood Hall of Fame. I was so mad with some of us. Robert Downey Jr. That's funny shenanigans. But also before I met Marcus, I almost worked at Google in their childcare center. They were trying to take me away from Caltech. Oh, yeah, I thought, did Marcus ever work at Google as like a project manager? I thought they were, I didn't know you all were also working like live events. Yeah, because Google Live events, no, I feel you on that. Yeah, the Google Live events can get pretty wild. Like, I mean, it's just a bunch of people talking about code, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they tend to have like really big audiences and like people come from like all over. So I'm sure like during COVID time, that was like something that were on it. I even had a buddy that worked at Google, and I think Google shipped every single employee like an at-home like device that like you could use to like check yourself with COVID. It was like wild. Like it was like some like $1,000 device they sent to every single Googler's house. So you didn't have to buy COVID tests. Like you had like your own at-home COVID tester. It was wild. My buddy who worked here, they weren't flexing it, but when it got brought up, they were like, well, you know. Yeah, I miss that buddy too, because that exact friend, it was funny because we were really good friends, but like the only time we actually hung out in person was every Super Bowl. They were like my Super Bowl friend, even though like we would talk about life in between. The only time we'd ever hang out was like, bro, Super Bowl, your house this year? He's like, you know it. So yeah. Oh, speaking of that, so I need to go to a baseball game. I haven't gone to a baseball game this year yet. And I found a baseball friend to go with. Yeah, how much are the tickets? Actually, I want to look at that right now. Some of that, oh, Lamau. What's up with baseball? Baseball. Yeah, because there was a stream once where I was just like, everyone, go to baseball games. They're ridiculously cheap. But I found out, dude, MLB beat NBA, and now baseball is the second biggest sport. It's like NFL is number one, and then like MLB currently is now technically above NBA, so NBA has been slipping. Oh, another in Texas, duh. I wonder if it's so cheap. When at baseball, damn, now baseball's not cheap no more. It's literally cheaper in every city except Phoenix. Like, what's going on? Last year it was super cheap. I guess the A's are coming on Tuesday. That wouldn't be too bad. Maybe I'll do that for my birthday. Yeah, but I still stand by it. A baseball game is $20 per ticket. It's not bad. But Shenanigan says my phone died low. I ran to put you on my PC. Hey, I'm glad. Well, thanks for putting me on your second monitor. I appreciate it. And who is it? Says inflation and greedy people. Yeah. Inflation has been really crazy. And Rosa says it costs the same as a movie ticket. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's about the same. Speaking of movies, did you see the Michael Jackson movies like going crushing? I briefly said it real quick, but Michael Jackson, I think, is the number. What? Oh, an ad popped up randomly in my headphones. I was like, "What's going on?" But Michael Jackson, I think, is. Hopefully, I don't play Michael Jackson and get the whole entire stream taken down on accident. Because of the movie, Michael Jackson is now the number 8 artist in all the world. So everyone's listening to Michael Jackson right now. I'm getting hella Michael Jackson reels too. People just karaokeing Human Nature. It's like that one CIA guy in like Human Nature karaoke things. But Shenanigan says that follow was on my alt account. The iPad is not a bot, I promise. Okay, for sure. That's cool. Thanks for helping me hit the follower goal too. I appreciate it. I'm glad I got both the Shenanigans accounts. That's what's up. Oh yeah, we were talking about it earlier too. Yeah, there's only one other like person doing like I hate using the word, but like actually no, internet stuff, internet living. We haven't like hung out that much, but yeah, in terms of like having people to talk to about stuff like this, it's not many. So you know, kind of just chilling. But Love Party, yo, Love Party. That's a sick Instagram name, dude. Yo, what's up? How you doing? How's your Sunday? How's your Mother's Day? And Pilgrim Sucker says, yo, what's up? I got Groovy Kaiju 0 coming on Tuesday. Hey, that's what's up, dude. Glad to hear it's coming in on Tuesday. Yeah, I think I dropped it off for you on Friday. So probably just working its way through the USPS. So, dude, I'm excited for you to get it. Yeah, I'm streaming it on Tuesday too. So you want to pop by, let me know what you think. I'd be super stoked to hear your thoughts on the album. But thanks again for grabbing it. I really appreciate it. Oh, and what's it called? I'm currently signing CDs. So if you ever were like, did you sign my CD? Yes. I just signed them all in a batch. So yeah. But Love Party says, thank you, it's my artist name. That's sick, dude. That's a sick artist name. Yeah, I'm always goofy. I've been thinking about it's so super random, but I've been thinking about maybe I'll make like a website for like one of my little side gig things I've been. The thing is, I don't know. I guess on the Love Party, you joined at the weird time. Not weird time, but so I low key, I dated this one person that was super into astrology, and what had happened is that at some point she kept telling me like it's because Mercury retrograde. It's like, you know what? Let me just learn astrology so I can understand what she's trying to tell me, and then I got really good at it. So because of that, I think I'll make a website pretty soon for it, but I don't want to call it like Groovy Kaiju, so I have to come up with another name. So I say all this to say that's sick. You thought of the name Love Party because that's a dope name. As someone who makes a lot of names, that's a really good name, dude. How'd you come up with it? You want me asking? What was your thought process to come up with the name Love Party? Oh, and the thing is too, I want to use my own name for like that website, but at the same time, I don't know if y'all super random, but if you're like a metalhead, Aaron Turner, my real name, is actually the guitarist from Isis, like the metal band. And so I'm like, there's no way. And what's funny though is that for the longest time I was like, there's no way I'll ever be able to get Aaron Turner on Google. But and this is a dumb, like it's dumb. But as I've been growing, I have about 30,000 Instagram followers, and Aaron Turner, the guitarist, has 40,000. So I'm like, maybe one day I will become the Aaron Turner. Which is like, oh shit. My name is so generic. So I'm like, it's like the most like, dude, it's the most just guy name. Aaron Turner is just a normal name. It's almost like John Doe. It's like, it's not as generic as John Doe, but it's, you know, it's like, it's up there. It's S rank American name. So yeah, shit, again, you're coming up on them. They're gonna love you one. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, maybe I should like DM them and be like, how many followers do I need for us to collab as Aaron Turners to come together? They could only be one to film a video. And we're both doing. What's funny too is we both do music, so it's just also like extra funny. So what is it about being Aaron Turner and making beats? I guess they're guitarists, so that's different. But yeah, I gotta collab. We gotta figure out how to do like a future funk metal collab. And who is it? When in doubt, trial by combat. Exactly. Yeah. We're each other's doppelganger. Yeah. I should. I don't think I even follow. I should follow him just to be like, just on the off chance he's like, wait a minute, this guy's name is also Aaron Turner. I'm at an interview too to my watch later. What's this guy like? Oh, and he has the Wikipedia page for Aaron Turner, so I can't ever You know what I mean? So I'd have to like, there'd be a lot of things that have to happen for me to get Aaron Turner. On the own record label too? Yeah, we got a collab. I'm gonna hit him up, Pokey. Oh wow, I could just read his YouTube comments. I'm gonna print all of his YouTube comments. YouTube comments are like, Aaron is probably my favorite musician. He's super humble. I ordered a few things off his store. He graciously sent extra stuff just because. Everything this man touches turns to gold. I'm gonna start printing out this Aaron Turner's YouTube comments and make them my affirmations. So I can pretend. Because they're like, oh yeah, he's talking about Aaron, yeah. No. I'm sorry, that's dumb. But oh, his middle name is Bradford though. Mine's Marquise. I mean, it's kind of brutal, but the joke I used to make, speaking of working at Google, I used to always make the joke that like, because I have such a like regular name, I feel like, you know, I send in my resume to like places like Google. I'm like, oh, it's a guy named Aaron Turner, okay, and I show up with like my hair and everything. Like, wait, well, hold up. Name's Aaron Turner. Because I never put my middle name. My middle name's Marquise. So I, you know, what I mean, I think it's because I didn't like purposely leave it out because of this one reason, but I was like, I bet I snuck into a lot more applications than I should have if they'd known my middle name was Marquise. You know what I mean? If you catch my drift. But Shenanigan says, my promo probably died when you read what we did at Google, so if you asked a follow-up question, I totally missed it. Oh. Did my stream? Okay, no, we're live. My bad, y'all. I think the stream goofed. Okay, my bad. Hopefully we're live still. If everything went down, I'm so sorry. Let me refresh. Oh my god, was YouTube chat broken again? No, we're good. Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened either, Roses. I don't know what happened either. It just all of a sudden popped up and said, it broke. And then it just said, okay, we're good again. Well, thanks for hanging out, Roses. I appreciate you sticking through. Hopefully Love Party's still here. But internet woes, yeah, who is it? I don't think it was my internet. I think it was the Twitch's internet, not gonna lie. Because everything's still working. Oh. But what's it called? Love Party. Long story. Started people not wanting to know my name when I was homeless. Oh damn. When I was 15, so I randomly came up with a party. I was in the club when a girl asked my name. I let her put an X where the A was supposed to be because it was my first name starts with an A, and it's supposed to conceal any connection with my name. Every song I write is a letter, so I put love in front of it. Oh, I like that story. I like the story a lot. Love Party. I mean, sorry to hear that. You know, I mean, you're having issues with homelessness, but it's a cute story though. I'm glad too that like it was because the girl was asking me about it. That's adorable. Andrew at the club. What's up? But Rosa says I was so confused on what happened. Oh yeah, who was it? Who internet was? Yeah, I don't know what's going on my internet, but it says it's fine now. Hopefully, it didn't split the recording into two. That's gonna be annoying. Rosa says I thought it was me as well because I've been having connection issues. Okay, sick. Yeah. Sick. I feel you on that. Yeah, I guess. I wonder what caused that. I don't know. It's not that big of a deal. let me not get into engineer mode and I'm like trying to like figure out what my computer's going on. But Shenanigan says, hey, welcome back. Yeah, I don't know. Literally OBS was just like, I died. Like it just literally showed a notification that was like, I'm died. And it just fixed itself. All right. Okay, but Love Party, I'm glad you hear what I said. Because, yeah, I guess Twitch went down. My bad, Love Party. But anyways, thank you. This was 10 years ago, Lil. Okay, 25 now, I'm thriving. Oh, that's sick, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. I love to hear people thriving. Because, I mean, I'll admit, I wasn't ever, like, homeless for, like, I guess, you know, to you real. I was never homeless, but definitely came up from the trap. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. So, I love to hear when people, like, turn the situation around. We all love an underdog story, dude. Heck yeah. People mind me asking, how are you thriving these days? Are you still partying a bunch? Still going to clubs? Still party? What was I talking about before my internet died? Or I guess my computer died. Oh, it's cool too. They got new cat food for my cats. Low-key Kimberly. So Kimberly is someone I have help out. Because my business finances are so tied to my personal finances, I was like, Kimberly, can you help me find cheaper cat food? And Kimberly was like, yeah, I got 5 cats. And I was like, oh shit, let's go. So yes, I got new cat food. The only thing that's annoying about it is that it comes in like a normal can. So I had to buy like can toppers because like I used to get the IAM's perfect portions, and like they usually just give one to each cat. It was like perfect, as the name of the product, Loki. But it was like slightly more expensive, so I got cheaper cat food. But like it's the same ingredients, just like but it comes in a can, so it's more annoying. But I'm saving money, so fuck it. Because yeah, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, how much do you spend on your cats every month? If anyone's willing to share. So I did the math. I think I spend about like $200 a month on my cats. Because like of all like the cat litter you have to buy, and like cat food and all that. I don't know. Am I overspending on my cat? You think? And like I just give them. I'm not buying them anything fancy. Because like once I had a friend that was like, yeah man, like I'm really struggling right now, like money wise, but you know what? I think I could get a cat. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I spend $200 a month on my cat. And they're like, what? I was like, yeah, dude. Cat food kind of adds up after a little bit. But Love Party says no, but I travel doing music from time to time here in Austin. I'm doing about 8 shows a month, stable job delivering Red Bull, and I feel like a good balance in life at the moment. Oh, dude, that's sick. Yeah, dude, you're chilling, dude. Love Party, hell yeah. High five, dude. Boom. We love to hear it. And you're traveling, that's sick. That's cool you're in Austin. I've never been. I want to go to Texas hella bad. I've yet to be to Texas. But yeah, I have like some tech homies out in Austin. Well, they were at the time. But yeah, I want to visit Austin. I want to try barbecue so bad, dude. Texas barbecue so bad. But yeah, delivering Red Bull, that sounds like a good time. I like Red Bull. It's like my go-to whenever I go to a show, and I'm like, I don't really drink, so I'll be like, let me get a Red Bull. Host and dance. But Rampage says about 125 on my 2 boys. Okay, yeah. So okay, I'm not spending too much. And Ted rips with Zedekis. Groovy, what's up, Ted? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday? How's your Mother's Day? Yeah, Rampage. I think now that I've changed some things, I think I'm probably spending about 125 every month as well. And I got a brother and a sister cat. They're from the same litter. And Rosa says roughly 200 or 100. I'm guessing over our food choices being specifically different for sensitive stomachs. Okay, yeah. Yeah, my vet was like, I had to take my cat to the vet at the time. They're like, you might need to change their food, but like you don't really need to. But like if you need prescription food, let me know. And I was like, all right, bet. But thankfully the issues haven't come back. So I think my cat was just tripping that one day. And Rampage says cats love playing with grass. Lol, so finally I got seeds to plant. Oh, snake, dude. Heck yeah. Yeah, my cats, they do as well. Oh, damn, my internet's still tripping. Wait, no. Okay, it's not anymore. I don't know what's going on. Something's tripping with something. My bad if the stream's acting up. Let me know if it is. I mean, we're almost at... Oh, we got a whole other hour. I don't know. Hopefully it fixes itself. Oh no. Oh no. But I guess things are going good. Okay, cool. Rosa says, oh yeah, cats in the grass. I'm sorry. Yeah, my cats, I have indoor cats, but they do like going outside. I used to let them outside, but then they got fleas, and that was like a whole thing I had to deal with. So since then, I was like, you're never going back outside. I'm sorry. And plus, it's like, technically, I think indoor cats live longer. So I was like, you know what? Y'all can stay inside. They be chilling. They be getting zoomies around the house. Rosa says, have you ever seen pictures of cats loafing under glass tables? It's so silly. On top of, yeah, I've seen pictures of that, Rosa. It is super silly. It's adorable. I still want to make the Instagram reel I was talking about. Y'all remember the Instagram reels that were like, playing Egyptian music with my cat to see if they remember? Because, cats are like, they used to draw pictures of cats all the time in the Egypt days. But I wanted to do that. But the thing is that the cat they always use is like you know, they make like a funny cat face. So I don't think I can get my cats to do that, but I really want to do that with my cats. But then instead of putting like actual Egyptian music, I want to put the Yu-Gi-Oh theme song to see how viral that would go. If someone else wants to do it, please do it, because I just want to see if the idea would work. Because I feel like that would be hilarious. It was just like, it's time! Just the cat's like... So yeah. But Love Party. Yeah, dude, you definitely should. Once you try the barbecue, a cowboy hat grows out of the ground for you to keep forever. Yo, I didn't know that, dude. Love Party, that's so sick. No, that's what I imagine is gonna happen. I'm gonna get like the big old, like, you know how the little like metal trays? I'm gonna sit down after eating my barbecue. Yeah, just a cowboy hat's just gonna grow out of my head. Dude, that'd be super sick. Yeah, it just looks super good. I don't know how, but here's a hot take though, Love Party, and my bad, but one of my buddies out here in Phoenix, they've like been traveling a lot for work, and they've been going back and forth between here and Texas, and they said they tried a barbecue place and they were like, it wasn't that much better. And I was like, no, please don't let this be the truth. You must have gone somewhere bad. People in Texas talk about how much better the barbecue is compared to everywhere else on planet Earth. Please be lying. He's like, no, I'm gonna go to another place. But he said that, you know, he tried one place. It wasn't like in the city. It was like some of his like local homies like, oh, it's pretty good. But you know, sometimes your colleagues be like, yeah, man, I totally love eating, you know, dirt. I'm like, damn. But yeah. But Rosa says, my sister captured Panda doing that like on the glass table. And it's just fluffy. Yeah, exactly. That's adorable. Yeah, I need to take more pictures of my cats. I haven't taken a picture of them in a while. And Shenanigan says, Lamau, screw the rules. We have cats. I mean, I went to Texas at the barbecue. It was really decent. Snow and Franklin's. Yeah, I remember I wrote them both down. That one time, Shenanigans, I still have them on my Google Maps, like pinned. I ended up finding both of them, Snow and Frank, because I remember it wasn't Snow, like the name wasn't Snow's and Franklin's. It was two separate places, one called Snow, one called Franklin's. So we got to go put people down orders for us to pick up, and it melted in the mouth, kind of tender. I know, yeah. And Love Party, where did your friend go? I know. Damn. Because we go to the gym together every like twice a week, like 2 to 3 times a week. Love Party. He told me the name, but I forgot. I'm sorry, Love Party. But I remember he said it wasn't in Austin proper. He said it was like right on the outskirts, and it was pretty popular. I'm sure there's a lot of on the outskirts pretty popular barbecue places in Austin. But I remember he said he like went to that one particularly because his like coworkers in Austin were like, yo, like, don't go to the one in downtown. You know, the one in downtown is gonna be the best one. You gotta go to, you know what I mean? So they went like slightly outside of Austin to get the food. But they're going back. I think literally they might be on their way back home right now from Austin. So if anything, Love Party, they told me they're gonna give me a second review from another place. But when I see them, probably on Tuesday, I'll ask them for both the places. I'll write them down. So if you pop back around, Love Party, no pressure to, but if you ever pop back around, I'll have them like in the Google Maps somewhere so I can tell you. Oh, Zaku, yo, what's up? Dude, so good to see Zaku. I'm making fun of Zaku because he always makes fun of me. See, Zaku, how you doing good, dude? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Zaku. Damn, that's crazy on Twitch too. Oh, still. But as it says, never had Texas barbecue, but Carolina barbecue is the best. Yeah, isn't Carolina barbecue a little more like spicy? I mean, I only know because the only barbecue I've had is there's a place like, it's kind of a chain out here, but it's called Lucille's. That's like my closest barbecue I've had. And before the Lucille's slander, I used to go all the time in college, and then just by happenstance, I ended up meeting like the husband of Lucille's. Lucille's is owned by a family actually, and I met one of my buddies is married into the Lucille's family. So no Lucille slander because my buddy technically owns it. but I could imagine, you know, it's a chain. You know, they're running a business, so I don't think he's like gonna be like, oh my god. But yeah, but anyways, I bring it up because it was the only Carolina barbecues I've had is like technically from like Lucille's, and I just noticed that it was like a little bit more like the sauce was a little more watery, but it's also like more spicy. Bro says, I want to try good barbecue. I miss eating ribs. My dad once in a while cooked some. Yeah, ribs are so dank. I don't eat as much pork these days, but ribs are dank. I'd be down to eat some ribs. What's super random is one of like the voice clips from Still Groovy is actually me and Navi making ribs on 4th of July. Just me being like, ooh, you know what I mean? I don't know. I broke it down to like a muscular video, but it's kind of silly. That's how much I love ribs. I love ribs so much I sampled myself talking about making ribs. You put it in a song. That's the point I'm trying to make. But Love Party says, also, what's in the next project bags and bet? Yes, please let me know, Lamau. Okay, yeah, I'll try my best to get the name for you, Love Party. Next project's Vibe, honestly. So it's like, you know, it's the next project is Monster Tape 1, so the follow-up to Monster Tape 0. What's it called? But remember, this is a hydrate. So it's supposed to be like another like just kind of like mixtape, but like it all flows like almost like a DJ set almost. But it's like you know, a bunch of, there's like not an overall concept, because that's what I wanted Monster Tape 0 to be, was kind of like a mixtape, like just to like give out to people who either support physical media or in the Kaiju Club and stuff like that. It's very much like I make it as like a gift, to be like, yo, thanks for all the support, everybody. That's why I make it free. Monster Tape 1's gonna be free, just pay the shipping, same deal. But I think it's a lot more like soulful in terms of like I don't want to say like, I don't know, I'm listening to Prince lately, but like that kind of like soulful, where it's just like there's like 3 songs on the B side that's a lot more soulful. So it's linearly more soulful this time around, and a lot more jazz. So like stuff like Outer Space Date, actually, it's more stuff like that. But I think if you like Monster Tape 1, you're gonna like, if you like Monster Tape 0, you like Monster Tape 1. But it's less, it's more instrumental too. But there are still songs with vocals on them. And there's, I don't know. You gotta listen to it. But it's not out yet. But like, when you listen to it, I think you'll be like, oh yeah, I see what you mean. It's not like that far different from my other stuff. It's very much like keeping it real. I feel like it's gonna be like a magnum opus of mine. Like I think it's like a good, like, I've been making music for 14 years for this moment, that type of deal. You know what I mean? I feel like Groovy Galaxy was that, but I feel like this is like, Groovy Galaxy was like the last big experiment, and this one's like, okay, I know it works, and like let's just like put our whole I'm sorry, this is inappropriate, Kaiju into this one. That's what came to mind. Groovy Kaiju, put the whole thing into this one. That's Monster Tape 1, if that makes sense. But that's stupid. But shit, I guess Lamau, I'll do Zaku. Yeah. What up, fool? Zaku says, I used to love stealing the barbecue sauce from the seals. Hey, dude. Hell yeah, dog. Why the barbecue sauce though, dude? The apple butter there is like crazy good. That's what I would, you know what I mean? If I didn't know the family, that's what I'd be trying to swipe. I'm not gonna lie to you. And who is it says, that's how Carolina barbecue is. It's never watery. Okay, it might just be that one sauce then that I had. Who is it? But yeah, okay, I'm glad to hear that it, you know, it wasn't, at least Lucille's was making it just as spicy as it should be. Cause yeah, but I'm not like a big spicy guy. Like what's funny though is that because I have so many friends that are like eat spicy food all the time, like I can handle like meh, like okay-ish spice. But I tend not to seek it out in a funny way. I don't know, it's kind of goofy. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is Carolina barbecue is a little too spicy for me. But I can handle it. Like I like it. But you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know. Yeah. Mazaku says, one of my goals in life is to be in a Groovy Kaiju music video. Honestly, one of my goals in life is being in a Groovy Kaiju music video as well, Zaku. Because I gotta get a budget for one of those. But if I ever film one, I'd be down, dude. Because I want to figure out a way to make music videos. Because Newport made a really sick, like, you know, just music video as like an art project for his like visual stuff. And it's so sick. But I don't know what it would, what a Groovy Kaiju music video would look like. Like I've had somebody's like make some of some old skate footage, but I would love to have like just like a rapper music video where it's just like, you know, me and you probably and a bunch of the homies just like but I don't know what we would do in the video. That's the thing. You know what I mean? Like I want like a one where there's like, because the rapper can rap with the camera, so then it's like, okay, I get what I'm watching. But if it's just us, like, what's the music video? You know what I mean? So yeah. But did y'all see the Girl Like Me Pink Panthers music video? That was like really good. I was like, I haven't seen a music video this good in a long time. But Del Mar Kaiju, yeah, thank you, dude. I should drop it. Del Mar, we're gonna make a future me. Okay, Del Mar, you're gonna love this. Future me, we rush the VOD. We gotta make some kind of we gotta name some kind of R&B song or R&B album Kaiju. I'm clicking that link. If the song is called Groovy Kaiju Kaiju. Oh my god, dude. That'd be a sick title. Who is it? Says it takes years to master the spice. Hell yeah. I bet it does, yeah. Getting like a spice blend is like really tough. I feel like I know what spices I like and I end up just seasoning my food with the exact same blend of spices every time. So I feel like low-key my food all tastes the same, but it's like it's good though. Love Party Porcelain Ovaries? Damn, that would be a cool project name. Just saying, no, that's a sick dude. You got all the names, Love Party. Yeah, Porcelain Ovaries would be super sick. That sounds like a R&B singer too, like a modern one, like a specifically like a modern R&B singer who's like trying to like make like 80s R&B, but like today. That would be sick. And Love Party says, dude, yeah, and Eldemar says fire. Thank you. But yeah, Love Party says that music video was so good, the Pink Panthers one. I miss when music videos were fun like that. I was just talking about like an hour ago. Yeah, dude, yeah. When I watched it at home while I was eating dinner, and I was like, "Yo, this is really good." Like the fact that she like made everything bounce on beat. It was like so visually interesting. Because I think music videos are like really sick for like throwing on in the background, like you know when you have like a party or something. And like it was like one of those music videos. I was like, I cannot wait to just vibe to this in the background. You know what I mean? And it's just also like worth watching. Like it's just like cool to like, even I know I said for background reasons, but like on to watch it for the first time too. It's just like, it's like very like, hell yeah. Because most of the time I put on a music video and I'm like, okay, I watched it once, but like that was a music video that I was like, hell yeah. I don't know. I hope I'm making sense. I'm rambling. It's almost about that time too. I'm getting hungry. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna stream for like another 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna call my brother, see what's up with him. I gotta call my mom first, and then call my brother. See if she picks up. But yeah, but the next Monster Shape one's really good. It's like almost done. So I mean, it's like all the songs are demos, they're all done. It's just like I'm just in mixing mastering phase. I listen to the album like every other day. It's so good. I'm like super hyped on it. Like I think it's gonna be my album of the year. And I know I'm biased because I made it, but genuinely I'm like, yeah, this shit's kind of sick. But shit, I guess the fam just ordered like $70 of Mexican food out of nowhere, which is really unlike them. But like, dang, I guess I'm not complaining. Hey, you about to be eating good? That's sick. Hell yeah. I haven't had like a big order of Mexican food in a minute. What's funny too is earlier I was thinking like I haven't had carne asada fries in such a long time. Actually, what I was really thinking about is there was like a hot second in college where I was like, what place in Long Beach has the best carne asada fries? And I ended up going to like a bunch of different places, and what ended up being my favorite place for me, the person I was eating at the time, was a place called Golden Burger. It was like a burger place. It just happened to have carne asada fries, and they were so good. Like they would get the carne asada and like chop it up into like cubes. So it was like they like deadass would just get like hamburger, like local burger spot fries, and just chop up carne asada for you, and like put it on top. And before like inflation, they used to actually put like for real guacamole on it and everything, and cheese. Oh, so dank. It was so good. And then eventually they started like cheaping out on them, and they got like avocado sauce. And then like I think the owner passed away sadly, so they like started cheaping out on the fries, and it just slowly like they made it worse and worse and worse and worse. And I was like, no, this used to be the best carne asada fries of all time. But yeah, getting like normal like hamburger fries with carne asada, that is so dank. In fact, well, I could just make it at home. What am I talking about? Yeah, because I'm like on, because I'm on a, what's it called? Since I'm doing music full time, I spend a lot of time just chilling at the house. I'm like, I'd be cooking. I don't really be going out like that no more. So I'd be like, I just make it at home. It tastes better anyways. But I Love Party says, yo, if you like jazz, I don't know if you've heard of this album called The Black Saint. Yeah, Charles Mingus. Dude, I love Charles Mingus. Dude, Goodbye Pork Pie Hat. Oh my God, Goodbye Pork Pie Hat. It's one of my favorite jazz songs of all time. But yeah, Charles Mingus is dope. I'll be honest, like I haven't like, no, I think I've heard the entire album. Let's think what's your favorite. Yeah, Charles Mingus is like one of my favorite jazz musicians. Love Party. I think mine's what's my favorite jazz album? Honestly, old jazz, probably I can't play it. What's the Thelonious Monk album where it's like blue and it's like him just looking to the side? That's probably my favorite. I'm a big Monk fan. I love Monk. In terms of like old people jazz. I forgot the name of it. What was it, like Monk's Dream maybe? Monk has so many albums, oh my God. I literally can't. Bruh. Yeah, Monk's Dream. Oh, it was Monk's Dream, god damn it. But yeah. And then in terms of modern jazz, lately it's been Domi and JD Beck. Their album, like they only have one album. That was bumping that for like a hot second. I'm in Spotify, but I don't want to press anything and take it on the whole stream. I'm trying to like look this up. But I guess it depends on what you consider jazz. But if not Domi and JD Beck, probably Robert Glasper. I'd be keeping up with all of Robert Glasper releases. They're so good. Like his latest one with like all like the math equations on it, fire. So yeah, my bad. You got me talking about jazz. I forgot to read the chat. But was it, you're making yourself hungry? Yeah, I really am. I do that all the time. So I'd be like, oh, I gotta stop streaming a little bit to eat food. And then I'll spend the rest of the stream just being like, yeah, food is so good. But yeah, I'm actually gonna make rice bowls. This for the first time. I kept like making like instant potting, like a ton of shredded chicken. And then I kept like playing it real dangerous with the leftovers. It would be like 4 days old shredded chicken and be like, I'll be all right. And I was like, okay, I gotta stop doing this. So I started like freezing it, like, eat the first 2 days and then freeze the rest. And so for the first time, I'm gonna see if I can just microwave the frozen shredded chicken and see how it tastes. Let me just cover it in Japanese barbecue sauce. Hopefully it's good. But at Love Party, the song is so good. Mine too, he's my all-time favorite. Oh, Monk, hey, Love Party, that's what's up. Yeah, dude. As long as Monk is sick. Yeah, Goodbye Pork Pie Hat. So here's the thing. Have you seen Austin Peralta? Like Stacy Peralta, like the legendary MF in the legendary MF skateboarder, like from what's the movie called? Legends of Dogtown or whatever? The Z Boys. But yeah, that Stacy Peralta, their son was like a crazy cracked jazz pianist who unfortunately passed away because I think they got alcohol poisoning from drinking too much. But like one of the last shows they ever played was a cover of Goodbye Pork Pie Hat at the Blue Note in LA. It's the greatest cover of that song, dude. Austin Peralta, dude, is such a good jazz pianist. So if you haven't looked that up, I would highly recommend it. But Skyer says, I gotta listen to more jazz. My go-to lately has been Sun Ra for that. Yeah, Sun Ra's sick too, Skyer. But yeah, jazz is dope, dude. It's kind of, I don't know, Skyer, if you ever need like a jazz, do you ever want a jazz stream, dude? We can go in on a jazz stream. I'd be listening to jazz. Listen to hella jazz, dude. In fact, funny enough, lately all I've been listening to is Prince. Oh, I wanted to bring that up too. Prince and jazz. Deadass. But and my bad. I'm gonna get back to you real quick, Love Party. But speaking, you got me on jazz, dude. You got me on jazz. I'm so sorry. I love jazz. Prince has a really sick jazz album called, I think, like, Exogenous. Like every song starts with the letter X. I was trying to get it on eBay because it's a really good jazz album Prince made. then it got me in a rabbit hole looking up Prince and stuff. And I found out that after Prince dropped from his label, he ended up trying to do his own like direct-to-consumer, like mail order only albums. Like I think Crystal Ball, like you can only get if you bought it directly from Prince. But the thing is, he didn't have his distribution figured out, so people would like buy the album, and then they would never get it. And people were like, "Bro, Prince, what the fuck, bro?" So he ended up having to like sign with another label afterwards because he just couldn't figure out how to do distribution. Because you know it was the old times. But I was like, "Damn, Prince just like me for real, dude." Because the more I keep learning about Prince, the more I'm like, dude, Prince would have crushed it. Prince would have been slanging free CDs, dude. Let me tell you. Prince would have been slanging them, dude. If he was born in the 90s, if he was my age, Prince would be slanging them, dude. But yeah, anyways, Love Party says there's a newish guy named Christian Scott. He has a song called Isidore that's pretty good. It's a band called L. Michael's Affair. The song is Rubik's is good. Okay, sick. How do I want to run myself? Future me, when I rewatch the VOD, look up L. Michael's Affair and the song Rubik's, like Rubik's Cube, but just Rubik's. So yeah, because I rewatched all the VODs of the party, so I'll look it up. I love jazz. And who is it? Again, how are you not getting food poisoning from that? Yeah, because I was talking about 4-day-old leftovers. I don't know who is it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I already have stomach issues too, so I was playing a dangerous game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I honestly don't know. I think it's because, like, I mean, keeping it real, like, I clean my house, like, every other, like, I clean my whole house, like, every 2 weeks. Like, well, I technically do it every week, but I, like, alternate. So I'll clean one side of the house 1 week and the other side of the house 1 week. So my house is pretty clean. Especially for a dude's house, like, out of all my homies in Arizona that are also dudes, I think I have the cleanest apartment. Not to be weird, but, like, keep it real. So I think it's cleanliness of the home. And when I like cook stuff, I don't ever let it sit out. I just immediately refrigerate it, whatever I'm not eating. So like there's less time for it to get any bacteria or anything. And if I'm not mistaken, I think 4 days is like, ooh, you're cutting it close. 3 days is like usually the recommended safe limit, but it's like past 3, then it's like you're, hey, whoa, slow down there. So 4 wasn't crazy, but it's getting on the, all right, man. So I think that's what it is. But yeah, but I think it's mostly because it's just me in the house. I think if I had like multiple people and they were all like, oh my god, let me just make my, yeah, I mean, I think yeah. Rose says, Lullaby made me sleepy. Yeah, my song. Yeah. Well, I'm glad. Yeah, that's kind of I'm stoked to hear. I like that song. And Love Party says, I'll check that out for the Awesome Prosper remake or cover. Sick. Glad to hear, dude. Thanks for being down to check it out. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's really good. It's like one of my favorite like YouTube videos, if that makes sense in general. So that's nice, thank you. Shenanigans, inhale some pozole and sweet corn tamales. Oh, that sounds so good. Have fun, shenanigans. That sounds so good. I was actually thinking about pozole the other day. I was like, damn, I really want pozole. Love Party says, okay, broski, always good talking to you. I gotta sleep for work, but have a great night. Thanks for the recommendation. You're welcome, dude. Hey, enjoy your night. Love Party. And thanks for stopping by, dude. I appreciate you stopping by. And thanks for talking to me about jazz, man. I love talking about jazz. Because not even really listen to jazz, man. People be sleeping. Jazz is so good. Rose says pozole and tamales are amazing. Yeah. I think I've told the story before, Roses, but so I guess my bad if this is out of pocket. But keeping it real as a black man from Southern California, I don't think y'all understand the amount of value the black community puts on tamales if you're from LA. I've seen people like almost get into fist fights over whose tamales are whose. It's like, it's crazy. I know, because like usually what happens is like my mom or somebody will buy like a pack of 20 from like someone from like, a van at like the Mexican grocery store. And then everyone back home is like, all right, cool, I will kill you if you eat my 2 tamales. Like, it's like, it becomes like, yeah, Sky, good tamales are worth their weight in gold. Yeah, but because I don't know why, but like, it's like we as a people, it's like we could make our own, but like, no, we could never. We have to get them. You know what I mean? So it's like the goddamn Infinity Stones. That's what I'm trying to. That's a good analogy. if you're black and from LA, your family gets tamales, you fight over them like the infinity stones at the house, dude. I swear to God. It's been my entire life. And the reason why I think it's not just my family, I think it's like a black community thing, because dead ass, one of my older brothers, like on my dad's side, like he said that he had like a tamale lady that he would like pretty much on the way to work, he would stop by a tamale and get like his lunch for the day and then pull up. And then eventually all the other coworkers he had were also black, and they'd be like, yo man, let me get some of the tamales. He's like, no, they're my tamales. He's like, bro, well, can you bring some for me next time? He's like, no, I'm gonna get your own tamales. And then he was like, I'll pay you. So then we started doing was going to the tamale, buying extra tamales, and then flipping them at his lunch workplace to everybody else. So he like dead ass. It was like a whole like chain. It was like, you know what I mean? They're all like fighting over the infinity stones. He's like, hey, I don't know. It's crazy. Tamales in the black community, it's, yeah, I'm telling you. Tell them I said it. It's like, that shit's real life, I swear. But Rosa says, dang, I didn't know they had a bias of my moms, but we're aware they're all different. Yeah, no, I feel that, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely, you know what I mean, growing up in LA, I've had many friends and family members tamales. Yeah, they definitely can be a little bit different. I'm trying to think of who was my favorites. I think my buddy Ben. I remember his mom would always, she wouldn't make them themselves, but he had some family that make them. I'm like, bro, Ben, Jesus, dude. But ain't that the truth yet? And Delmar, damn, I might have to cop a vinyl from Groovy Kaiju for the collection. Yeah. Dude, we gotta make that like, it has to be like a character. We gotta make like a separate alias for the Kaiju. I'm glad you like that, dude. Because I was trying, you know the phrase like, you know, you put your whole, I don't know, I've seen that meme before, like put your whole pussy into it. Like with the bee, like the bee emoji. And I don't know why, but as I was telling the story, I was like, that's the only thing I could, my brain was like, say it. And I was like, Kaiju, I don't know. But Skyr says infinite tamales, yeah. Infinity stones. But tamales, yeah. But Rosa says, I love to share our tamales with people over how much it's made. That's the thing too, is that it like, that's like the like, like the juxtaposition of it though. It's like so funny to me. Is that like, if your family makes tamales, it's like, oh yeah, there's plenty to go around. But then I'll go back home and it's like, I'll kill you if you take my tamales. You know what I mean? It's like some people die drowning and others die of thirst. You know what I mean? Like that phrase. So yeah. And it was, it says, isn't that honestly just like every food we left for? No, I mean like, I don't know, like if my mom would make like egg rolls or something, it was like, oh, use egg rolls. Or like if my mom would make like, I don't know, like chicken or something, and like, you know, just make some more. But it was like, just because like, I don't know, like no one wants to, because all the prep work that goes into tamales and it's like such a seasonal thing. I think that's what like, I don't know, at least my family. But my family is also all from the hood too. So like they literally say, I'll kill you if you take my tamales. And like low-key kind of meant it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Low-key, they kind of meant it. But no, they never actually. Well, actually, no. I mean, like keep it real. Once my older brother on my dad's side, I think they were like fighting about dominoes or something. I remember my brother threw a chair at my dad's. Like, you know what I mean? Like, low-key. So when it comes to tamales, it was like, I might not kill you, but I'm at least throwing a chair at you if you take my tamales. The chair is being aimed at your head if you eat my tamales. But Rosa says, a cool idea. Trade tamales with others for other tamales types. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there definitely has to be. I think it's just because no one, I don't know, I feel like no one's brave enough to say like, yo, how can we bring our communities together? What is the trade in Los Angeles between our communities? You know what I mean? Because no one's been brave enough to admit, but I'll admit it. That's what I've observed and experienced throughout my life. It says, sounds like me with macaroni salad. I feel you on that, yeah. Or like a good example is like I don't know, like Thanksgiving, like mac and cheese. You know, I feel like that's the like I don't know if that's like the equivalent. It's kind of different. But yeah, I'm trying to say, it's like, I don't know, at home my family was never like, oh, you know what I mean, the Thanksgiving mac and cheese, don't you dare. It was always like, oh, okay, you know. But tamales, it was like life or death. But I feel like macaroni salad. That's kind of how I am with yams. I love yams, like candied yams. Oh, dude, that's my shit. I love candied yams. But then again, like even in my family, like it wasn't like we'd ever argue with the yams. And Rosa says, "Whoa, a chair? Yeah, my whole family. Yeah, they're kind of wild." What's funny too, Roses, is the exact day that happened. It was also the same day I was dating someone at the time. It was the first day that she met my parents. Was the day my you know, I mean, it was not like it only happened once. It was one of the days in which my brother threw a chair at my dad. So when she saw it happen, she was like, "Oh," and my mom literally was sitting next to us, looked at her and goes, "Don't worry about this, honey. It happens all the time." And she was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Yeah, these are my parents." And she was like, "Oh, okay." So yeah. So that's kind of funny. But Rosa says, "I only get chaotic and greedy with food when I'm starving. Other than that, I've shared and gotten better at sharing. But I get why some people want to throw a chair for food." Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's just because it's like, you know, once we ran out of tamales, it's like, you know, and because usually it would always be around Christmas time too. So yeah, like normally you're not like all like, "Oh my God, I gotta share my food." But it's just the fact that there's like a limited number of tamales and we know that we can't buy them until next Christmas. That's what, I don't know, the caveman brain would like lock in. You know what I mean? Because otherwise it's like, yeah, my dad's always like, "Yeah, just, you know, go make some," or whatever. Or I guess a good equivalent is a fried catfish. Like I've never had like family arguments over like catfish. I was like, "Yeah, just make some more." But tamale is like, we can't make it. You're like a limited number. Remember, this is Lamal. Who this is? Well, yeah. Yeah, that was funny. It's one of my favorite, like, meet the parent stories. On top of that too, speaking of, you know, because that was her experience meeting my parents. So this same person, we ended up dating long enough where her parents were like, "I want to meet your parents because, like, you know, y'all have been dating for so long. I think we should all, the family should meet." I remember they were just like so out of place. Like I felt bad because they came to like a family party and they just sat in the corner. Like her family just sat in the corner by themselves the entire time because they just had, like, they were like, "We have no clue how to talk to any of your family," because it was always like Domino, who's like, yo, I got this, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? And they were like more like shy and like, what did we get ourselves into? But I remember the one time they were like, "We're so glad we came," was because my uncle, he loved to just pull up everywhere with like a deep fryer. So he would just dead ass, like, I remember once he even came to my house and he was like, "Hey Aaron, if you ever have a party at your house, let me know. I'll pull up my," like, he like, was like, "I'll pull up my deep fryer." And I was like, "All right, for sure." He's like, "Yeah, right now. I'm going somewhere right now with my deep fryer. I'm going to fry up some catfish and then go to another party and do some more catfish." And I was like, "Have fun, uncle." You know what I mean? So yeah, so he pulled up to this party, of course, with his deep fryer. It's like one of those like turkey deep fryers. And he made fried catfish. And I remember my partner time, her family came, got some. I remember like almost crying because they were like, "How did they make it so good?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, we can't make tamales, but we can make some crazy catfish, dude." Crazy catfish. Let me tell you. So yeah. It's just funny because like, that's like the whole juxtaposition is like whenever I have tamales, nobody's like, "Yeah, it's just tamales." And so to them, it was like, "This catfish, this is the greatest catfish I've had in my life." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's just my uncle's catfish. What do you, it's normal." So it's just, I don't know, I love seeing the culture come together. I wouldn't be able to resist encouraging to try to deep fry random food. Deep fried tamale, that, I think no, I don't think I have. Deep fried tamale, I feel like I have, but it's like the crispiness. I don't think I have actually. But honestly, I wouldn't be opposed. I'll have to ask around. You ever tried that? I might, honestly, Roses, you got me really curious. I think I'm gonna watch a YouTube video after this. I'm sure somebody's tried it. I'm looking it up right now. What is a deep fried tamale like? Exactly. It barely sounds right to me, but I feel like I've seen it. Like it sounds wrong, but okay, yeah, you can get fried tamales. I think I've had one before. People do them. Like there's a whole bunch of I mean, so they're not deep fried, they're pan fried. But still, there's like a whole bunch of YouTube shorts or Instagram reels you can watch about fried tamales. Huh. Who would have thought? Rosa says we can only get that crispy layer over reheating them in a flat pan roll. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I feel like I've had a crispy tamale before, but I forgot if it was fried or not. But Skyer says, if deep fried butter on a stick is a thing, I'm sure deep fried tamales are a thing. Yeah, Skyer. I'm still tripping on... I should have never clicked on that video, but the one of the deep fried bubblegum, that was ridiculous. If deep fried bubblegum exists, then they definitely deep fried some tamales, dude. Everyone says, oh, cool, that's cool, I didn't know, actually. Yeah, no, I just looked it up right now. They might have done it just for social media, I'm not gonna lie to you, because I've never, like, I don't remember sitting down and being like, oh yeah, I have a friend whose mom fries her tamales. I think I've had one before, but I've never told me that's like a normal thing they do. So they could be doing it just for like the social media likes, but it didn't look bad. I honestly think it was a cursed combo, but it didn't sound. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't sound bad. I'd try it. So when you see stick of butter as a kid, deep fried butter is not right to my soul. Yeah. Also, I'm scared, y'all. What I've noticed about my apartment is, for some reason, this room gets super hot. I think it's just stuffy from me being just in here all the time. But the thing is, it's been about 103 out here in Phoenix so far. But I think it'll probably hit 120, 125. So I'm like, dang, it's gonna be 20 degrees hotter in here at some point. So I'm kind of like worried of like what's gonna be like in the near future, starting like probably next month. So yeah, it's come back. Hey, it's come back, dude. No way. I miss you, dog. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're still doing the light sticks out in LA, going to all the shows, going to the cons. It's because you're cooking, dude. Thank you. Yeah, actually, I have been, dude. Low key, in terms of music, you know what I mean? But dead ass. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's funny. Hell yeah, thank you. Yeah, so it's gonna be 20 degrees hotter because of Arizona, and then another 20 degrees because of all the fire beats I'm cooking, dude. Hell yeah. Rampage says, I admit it, I used to mess around with butter like that too. No bread tortilla necessary. That's why I can't eat straight butter, dude. It makes my mouth feel funny. And I'm like, yeah. But that's cool though. So I don't think it's like that terrible for you, know? Because like fat isn't that bad. It's more like just calories. I don't know. I'm very like lower anti-sugar, I'm not gonna lie. Or sugar in moderation. Like I feel like, I don't know, I stopped eating more than the daily value of sugar the people, government recommends, and my life's been a lot better since then, not gonna lie. But Rosa says, eating a ridiculous amount of butter reminds me of eating salt or sugar without anything. Yeah. No, I feel that. And Scumbag says, fat dude be calorie dense. Yeah, dude, you ever look at how many calories are in olive oil? That shit's crazy. Because I'm like, dude, I don't know. I remember, like, this is completely, I don't know. I already started, so now I can't not say it. But I had a buddy that like really struggled with, like they wanted to be vegan, but they really struggled with like putting on weight. And the dumb thing was like, why don't you just eat cake all day? But it's not that simple. But like, dude, if you look up how much calories is in olive oil, to Scumbag's point, 1 tablespoon. Oh,
New merch order from Jesse.
thank you, Jesse. If you're watching, let me know. I appreciate the order. I'll try to pack it right now for you real quick before we end stream if you're watching. But yeah, Scumbag's point, a tablespoon of olive oil is like nearly 140 calories. I'm like, dude, just take a shot of olive oil. And like, take like 3 shots, dude. That's like a whole meal. Dead ass. And Rosa says, can you come up with a ridiculous, oh my god, ridiculous deep fried combo that wasn't done yet or heard of? Oh, you know, what would be a wild thing to deep fry? I was gonna say ice cream, but of course they actually have deep fried ice cream. Oh, I can't, well, I'm glad you asked this question, Roses. Yeah, Skyler says deep fried sauerkraut. That doesn't sound too bad. Yeah, I'm trying to think of something like not too cursed, but also like I'd actually want to try, you know what I mean? I almost said deep fried egg rolls, but egg rolls can be deep fried. Like deep fried spring rolls, but no. I keep thinking of like foods that are deep fried. What's something I eat? Can you deep fry an egg? What's a deep fried egg? Would it just turn into like a ball? I mean, it's gonna be dipped in corn batter or just a batter. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes it easier then. So what would be good filling? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to like. I hope I'm not whack Roses. Generally, I don't eat like a. Scumbags, so those are just diner eggs. Oh, and yes, deep fried eggs exist. Oh, okay, dang. Okay, what would we dip in batter? Honestly, low key, I like the juxtaposition of this. What about a deep fried oatmeal cookie? I'd be down for that. If it's covered in batter anyways. Because the whole point of oatmeal cookies is supposed to be healthier. I like oatmeal cookies. In fact, I should make some. I eat oats every day. Since I got my little like stevia, but it tastes hella dank. It's a bideo. That wouldn't be bad. Oh, it's a bideo! I mean, you were here earlier. We've been lurking. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'd be down for a deep fried oatmeal cookie. That's my vote. Or Roses, what if we dip the tamale in the batter and deep fried that? I would be super down for that. Because the ones that I saw that were deep fried Roses, they were like just deep fried like straight. Like they just took the tamale, because you know it already has that like kind of casing around it. They just deep fried the masa essentially. So if you dip it in batter, it sounds like a corn dog tamale. That would be pretty good. Not gonna lie. And Bruce says, deep fried oats low-key sound kind of good. Hey, scumbag, yeah, you feeling me? Hell yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, no, I like oats. Oats are kind of cool. And somebody else says, yeah, the headache got the best of me. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear. You got like ibuprofen or anything, dude? We don't have to suffer. Ibuprofen is okay. I only say that because my the last person I was with, she was very like anti-medicine. I was like, girl, you're gonna be here for the headache. For what? You know what I mean? So yeah. And Vinny says, hell yeah, still live. I'm off in about 30 minutes. It's 9 p.m. where I'm at. How about you, Kaiju? Oh, it's also 9 p.m. But I'm actually, Vinny, I'm actually gonna stop streaming pretty soon because everyone on the East Coast, I know it's supposed to be midnight for them, and everyone got work tomorrow. But dude, thanks for popping back in real quick. But Rosa says, oh yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's more like Willet Corn Dog. And somebody just says, "Nah, I'm gonna go back to sleep and sleep it off after we leave." Okay, for sure. I feel that, man. Hey, ain't nothing wrong getting more sleep too. You have to remind myself of that. Sometimes I'm like, because my sleep schedule's so messed up, I'll be like, no, it's not 5 a.m. I can't stop working yet. And I'm like, you know what, dude? Life's too short to be trying to pack orders till 5 a.m. every day. In fact, I should have made CDs because now I gotta do that right now. And Vinny says, well, I gotta go home and cook for the missus anyways. I hope the rest of the night goes smooth, and I hope work tomorrow's chill. Take it easy, most def. Hey, dude. Heck yeah. Well, yeah, I hope cooking for the missus is dope, dude. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm also whenever I'm in a relationship, Vinny, I'm usually the chef as well. That's sick that you are too. And thanks, dude. I appreciate all the kind words. And you take it easy as well, dude. Most def. Rose says, hydrate. Sick. Oh yeah, I really needed that. I've been talking so much. I was like, honestly, the reason why I'm rubbing my chest is I'm like, why does my chest feel weird? I need some water. Thank you, Rose. I'm so glad you did that, actually. Instantly felt better. But yeah, if y'all don't mind, I think Scumbag says it's good checking in with you. Yeah, dude, thank you for checking in, Scumbag. Gonna also be tuned in for the night. Y'all take care. You take care as well. In fact, I think now's a good stopping point too, because we're at our usual 3 hours. I'm gonna drink some water. I think I have to go to the bathroom too. I'm gonna probably sit down for a little bit because I don't know why my chest is feeling weird. I promise I'm doing okay. It's not like I'm like, oh my god, but it's like definitely like, let me go to the bathroom or something. But yeah, good night, roses. Take care. I know who is it. Don't end up like me. That's I didn't want to say it. The first thing I thought it was like, oh shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got you. Who is it? I'm definitely trying to drink water. Thank you for keeping it real. Because yes, water is important. Sky says, see ya. Catch you on who is it? But we gotta do the thumbnail. I never did want my Walkman. It's right here. Got the Sony Sports. Let me grab a tape this time. Hey. Get your own who is it? Wait, last time I did. There you go. Yeah, last time I looked at the thumbnail and I totally had the glare. It was kind of funny. Yeah, catch your own who is it? Catch your own Scumbag. I know you're left. Catch your own Skyer. Roses. Simply Hideo. I hope your headache goes away, dude. I hope you feel better. Catch you around Rampage, dude. Good night. Catch you around. Who else was talking? Yeah, Scumbag. You already said bye to. Yeah, Instagram's been. If you're on Instagram, I'm sorry. Love Party. You already left though. My Instagram got all goofy on the chat. Yeah, send love to all y'all. We'll stream on Tuesday, so I'll see y'all in like 2 days. So yeah, see you then. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and yeah, see you Tuesday. Take it easy, y'all. Thanks for backing orders with me. I appreciate it. All right, peace. Already signed orders, but yeah.